Pandora's box is about to open wide.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Pandora's box. How you doing? We hope you're doing fine. Let us know how you're doing, people.
Dee-da, 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 dee-da.
In a little bit, me and Drew need to carry on our friendship test from last week because we didn't finish it last week.
Yeah.
But I thought we'd kick off the show just with learning some Latin phrases, because I think who doesn't love a Latin phrase?
Oh my god! At work the other day, at the
Remain
cafe the
unconquered.
Other day,
Sorry, that's Drew's family motto.
yes.
So when you were at
cute.
work the other day,
When I was at work the other day, someone had a dog that they rescued from Greece, and they asked us to speak Greek to it.
But you can't speak Greek.
No, but surprisingly, somebody there actually could.
Somebody was just
Like one of the workers actually could speak like Greek.
Wow.
And so just surprise them by speaking Greek to the
one
dog.
of your co-workers knows how to speak Greek.
Yeah.
That's quite impressive.
No.
I'm genuinely impressed by that.
Yeah, she's younger than me as well.
That's like, is she like a bit Greek or something? Is there a reason why she's had the incentive to learn?
I can't remember, but she just.
Got a Greek daddy.
I think she just decided.
You got
to
a
learn
big Greek daddy?
I think she just decided to learn Greek.
Hey, big Greek daddy.
It's really cool.
Wow.
Hey, Stelios, big Greek daddy.
But yeah, I just
big
thought that was
Greek
cool. You
mama.
remind me of it.
Yeah, little
Yeah.
Greek mama. Hey, mama, feed me some olives and some feta cheese and some lamb. So I'm just thinking, what do Greeks eat?
Damn that lamb.
Damn that lamb.
Don't they eat grapes? You said grapes. No, that's Egyptians actually.
What? I think that's more
Because they
Romans.
used to get fed grapes.
I think that's
And
more-
Egyptians with the big leaves.
Leaves?
They'd be like.
What do you mean with the big leaves? Oh, you
they'd
mean
be
they were
like
getting
that,
fanned?
And they get fed and then fanned with the big leaves.
Right,
Yeah.
sorry, I thought you were making up that grapes and leaves are the same thing.
No.
It's all right. No, I think you associate much more olives with Greeks. Olives, olive oil,
Oh yeah, true.
feta cheese,
True.
halloumi, lamb. They love their lamb.
You
grilled
made me
lamb.
realise that ice cream's from Italy last night. I didn't know that.
Well, you know.
Gelato.
I thought it was Spanish.
That's what I'm here for, man. I was put
They
on
have
this
literally
earth
got the best food.
to teach you.
I think
It's my sole purpose.
Italian food has always been my favourite, but
Gelato.
it's even more favourite now.
Honestly, if you actually have gelato in Italy, the difference between that
Is that
and
why it was so nice when I was in Rome?
must have been, yeah. But don't you think? Because obviously, yeah, you've had it. Can you remember the flavours you had by any chance?
I had weird flavours actually. It was in the hotel. I ordered it by the picture and it was like 3 scoops. One was pink, one was white, one was brown.
Was one of them strawberry?
So I thought it was going to be strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate.
Right.
It was the strawberry one was strawberry.
Fragola, that's what they call it. Strawberry ice cream in
One
Italian,
was
fragola.
coffee.
Oh.
And one, I
That
don't
sounds
even know what the
delicious.
other one was, but I think it was coconut. So the brown one was coffee, and the white one was coconut.
To be fair, that sounds
but
better.
I was 8, and I just wanted my chocolate and vanilla. I didn't like coffee, and I didn't like coconut. I wanted my chocolate and vanilla.
I feel like, yeah.
I had to eat my least favourite flavoured ice cream, which was the pink one. I only liked it because it was pink.
I can see why a child would be disappointed in that, because I think children, they're not as experimental, obviously, as adults, and they don't like things that they don't expect, kids. You know what I mean? So they if they're expecting to have, say, vanilla and chocolate and strawberry, and then they get strawberry and coffee and coconut, to a kid.
That was me.
That's quite a big deal. But I reckon if that was me, I'd be like, oh,
It
result.
looked delicious though. If I find the picture, it looked absolutely. I took a picture, obviously.
Yeah.
But it looked absolutely delicious. It's
one thing I like about strawberry ice cream in Italy, fragola, is it's actually got little bits of real strawberry in it, and it tastes. It doesn't have an artificial strawberry taste at all. It literally tastes like strawberries, and it's a bit more it's hard to describe. It's it's maybe a little bit less dairy-ish, but a bit more juicy. I freaking love it.
They didn't give me my burger plain either, because clearly burgers aren't their specialty. But it's hang on, let me get the. This was the ice cream.
Strawberry. Oh, there we are.
See, that one was the coffee one.
Yeah.
And they gave me 2 things, the pink one. I asked for 2 of the brown one because I thought it was chocolate.
Oh.
They saved me though, because
Yeah,
I'd rather
'cause
strawberry than coffee
knew.
at that point.
They were like, this English girl, she does not know what she ordered.
But the picture I took, you can see me in the reflection of
Nice.
the thing that's over
That's
one of the
really
food.
funny, yeah.
I was 8, and I was
Nice. That's so good.
so embarrassing. I put it on YouTube as well. I removed it. now, but I did have it on YouTube.
Have you had this dessert called? Is it affogato?
Oh,
where
affogato.
It's like ice cream, but then with a shot of coffee.
Oh,
on top,
yeah,
like
baby.
A shot of espresso on top.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I love that when you get that
Affogato.
real hit of coffee with
Yeah,
with
and
the
obviously
ice cream as well.
tiramisu as well.
Yeah,
Tiramisu's amazing.
Tiramisu.
Yeah, you can say tiramisu or tiramisu. It's one of those. It's one of those things. It's like, you know, you say potato, I say potato, or whatever.
Tomato.
Tomato.
That one too. But yeah, man, I love tiramisu. Do you say tiramisu?
Tiramisu.
I always say tiramisu.
Sue.
Yes. Have you got a middle name? Talking of Sue.
I have. Guess it.
April.
No.
Sue.
No.
Adelaide.
No. It rhymes with mace.
Adelaide.
Yeah. I know. I thought let's just go for some really obscure ones and just like see if I hit the jackpot.
It rhymes with mace.
Face.
No.
Brace.
No.
Nutcase.
No.
With
I was always called. My nan used to make up with a rhyme that was Imogen with a funny face.
Imogen Chase.
No.
Imogen.
I can't think of any girls.
You're gonna be like, oh my god! Obviously, as soon as I tell
Mace.
you.
Lace. Case. Brace.
Face.
Face. Nace.
Great. Grace.
Yeah,
Grace. Oh.
And my mum.
I love how we were thinking all these like stupid ones, and then there's actually a really well-known girl's name, Grace. It's not even like obscure as well. Like I had like one of my really good girlfriends when I was in like primary school and secondary school was literally called Grace, and I still didn't think of that name.
Me and my mum both wish that she hyphenated it to Imogen Grace because it actually goes quite nice together, and it's obviously nobody's Imogen Grace. But I
Do you know what?
get called it anyway.
That suits you actually.
It's nice.
I can see. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those like with I could eat just as much see you as a Grace than as an Imogen. Do you know what I mean?
My dad wanted me to be called Grace, but my mum was like, no, I wanted to be called Imogen. So
your mum wanted to call you Grace?
No, my dad did.
You wanted to?
What,
and your mum's overruled
my mum
him?
was like, no, it's Imogen. Her middle name can be
But you can have
Grace.
Grace in the middle.
Which is good because there was like no Imogens in my year. There was loads of Graces though.
Do you know what? I think you might be potentially like I think you're like the first Imogen I've ever actually like known personally.
I've met a couple Imogens.
Obviously, like I know of the name. I think I
don't know of any Imogens though.
Yeah, yeah.
Off the top of my head, I'm like,
I'm friends with
who's
quite a
an
few
Imogen?
Imogens.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think I like know of maybe one. I think that maybe like one of my cousins has a friend called Imogen.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I've ever even met him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, my middle name is Grace.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Hello,
it's
Imogen Grace.
Imogen Grace Leg.
Hello.
It goes so nicely together that I can't imagine like having a different last name. I might have to keep the leg.
Well.
Exactly, like it's so like Grace.
Grace leg.
Imogen Grace leg.
Graceful legs, like when you ballet.
Yes. Graceful legs.
Oh, I got my certificate.
It's all in the name.
Ballet.
Graceful leg.
From me, like, for my results from my last grade of ballet.
Yeah.
I got my certificate.
Have you got a picture of you with it?
No, but I have got a picture of the certificate.
Oh, nice. To show that you're a pro ballet.
Yeah.
Testing like?
What was what? Sorry.
She had to perform Black Swan.
You can't even see it. Okay. Yeah,
you can't see
it.
It just looks like a white,
it's got
paper with a blob on it. Can I have a look?
Yeah, it's got like.
I can verify if this is true or not.
It's like a proper like real one. It's got like a badge with it. It's got like the crown on it and all that. It's got the Royal Academy of Dance.
Apparently, you're rad. This is
rad.
She has got a level 3 in rad. What's that? The Royal Academy of Dancing.
So Royal.
She's got a level 3 in rad. Because she's totally radical, dude. Certificate in graded examination in dance, grade 8 ballet, Imogen Leg, high merit.
Wow.
That's really hard to get in grade 8, so I'm proud of myself.
The candidate has been awarded 13 credits, European Qualifications Framework level 4, and then you've got like, is that like a little? You got some like little badges.
I get a badge, and like gives me UCAS points as well if I'm going to university.
That reminds me of like Pokemon when you like beat a train like a.
I've got so many badges. I've got badges all the way from like pre-primary up until now. So from when I was 2.5 till now, I've got badges and certificates.
You know what, Emma? Proud of you.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Behind that is like my grade sheets.
Like for the grade 8?
Same as all the other ones. You just go, but it was like a bit. It's like the same but different. So it's still an examiner in the room judging you.
Just there in the corner like that.
Yeah. But they like it's like really scary. But they like, so you come in and do the bar work, which usually the bar work's graded, but it wasn't graded.
Love me and Drew like instant dad jokes. Pull a pint, make a cocktail.
But it's like almost like
pour me a
warm-ups.
pint while you do the splits.
The bar works like
To be fair, I'd be
warm-ups.
impressed by that.
So it's like
That's
just
just
a
a
couple
warm-up.
dances. So there's like
Just get a bit of Dutch courage.
Oh, right, now I'm ready for this. Sorry, go on.
so I did the bar warm-up, which usually it's graded, but it wasn't. So I did those with her watching.
Got fake.
And then I did a like introduction dance. So I ran out of the room.
Just
which
that.
you
That's
don't-
what that's.
No.
Bravo!
No. So she came in, did the bar work, and then in this
Oh,
grade,
I'm loving this scenario
in
we're
this grade,
making.
you have to run in and out like between the dances. But in the other grades, you stay in the room and it's all done in the room. But you have to like it's like the start of a performance and the end of a performance. So
Right.
the bar works like just her like almost like her watching me warm up before the performance.
Right.
And then I go out the room, and then I have to come in, and she's not allowed to talk to me anymore. So she can't address me. She can't talk to me. She doesn't tell me the dance. She'll just play the music when she sees I'm ready, and then I've got to go. And I can't like say like no conversation at all. Like usually she'll say like usually she'll be like, oh, can you stand at the side for this? I'm just going to write. And then I'll get back to you and we'll be doing this dance. She couldn't say anything to me. She couldn't clap, nothing. Just like they're never allowed to clap, but like they can't do anything at all. So I came in and I had to go straight into my like introduction dance, which is called the Entree Polonaise. So I did that one. And then usually you go out of the room, but because it was just me, there wasn't like any other people doing it, like dancers. I could just stay in the room for that one. So I went so that one wasn't graded either. So I then went into my first marked one, which was the I don't even know what it's called at this point, but it's like a lyrical one almost. So it's like a slow one.
Sorry, what do you mean by it's a lyrical one?
So
Sorry
it's
if I'm putting
like-
you on the spot. If you don't really know how to explain it.
Oh, I don't
But
know
I'm just
how to
interested
explain it.
because obviously that's like verbal.
There's some
like
like
lyrical,
lyrical dances which are more like.
So what's the
less like-
difference between a lyrical dance and a non-lyrical dance?
I don't really know how to explain it. It's like. Let me try and find a definition. What's the difference between? Because
just put it into
put
it into ChatGPT.
How do you explain the difference?
What are the other ones? So there's lyrical.
Well, they're the only ones that you really do for like ballet, because lyrical's the closest one.
Sorry, Drew, I think you've gone a little bit
ballet.
quiet again on your mic for some reason.
Have I? A little bit quiet?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know how that's like happened, because we did actually check that our sound was all about even before we started the show, but Drew's definitely gone a bit quiet again. I just don't want people to miss out on Drew's voice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hello.
That's
There you
that's
go.
better, mate. That's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, it's
I
better.
found out what lyrical.
Maybe
the
even a bit
difference
louder
is.
than that, Drew. Maybe even just a smidgen.
The difference between ballet and lyrical is ballet's the more traditional version, whereas lyrical's the more like modern version. So it's more like blending it to like more of like a flowy
Wax
one,
lyrical.
rather than like ballet's quite like here. It's more like of like a flowy up and like a.
Oh, okay. So it's
it's
more
kinda
modern.
like that,
Yeah, because
yeah.
I think like traditionally, when you think of somebody doing ballet, you think of them dancing to classical music, obviously,
Yeah,
like
so
Swan,
it's
like
like-
Swan Lake.
Oh, it's
Tchaikovsky
still like piano stuff, but it's like just it's just more modern. I don't really know how to like.
Yeah, but if it literally has lyrics, has
No.
yeah.
It's got none of them have got lyrics. No dances have got lyrics. It's just
so
it's just called a lyrical. It's just
it
a style
doesn't
of
actually
dance.
have lyrics.
No, it's just a style of dance.
Oh, okay.
Lyrical.
Sorry, I was taking it so literally. I thought that there was singing.
No, it's just lyrical. So it's almost like, I mean, with ballet anyway, you've got to like perform.
So is it almost like it's almost like a
You're performing
the lyrics,
but it's
right.
no lyrics. So
That's
you've got
really
to tell. It's
interesting.
like telling the story, but all of ballet is like that. But I feel like a lyrical's kind of
a bit more intense. That's more
yeah.
the specific point rather than just like pretty
there is
dancing
like
to
there's
the,
a story
to,
to it,
beats.
so you've really got to do
to
it.
the beats. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I did that one, which I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of any of these dancers now, but I just know the
You're
order.
like past the exam, and then your brain just went.
No, I didn't have to remember the like names of them because I just knew the order of them. So
Sure.
I didn't have to remember the names. She didn't tell me the names because when she used to
like
say
that
the
with
names, I'd
songs.
have to remember.
Yeah, Drew is definitely on that song.
But then we had to do that one, which was my first marked one. And then I ran out of the room again, and then I came back in, and this one was my least favourite dance. It's like the really like energetic, jumpy, quick, fast one, and I'm never good at doing that. So I did that one, which I almost slipped multiple times because the floor was really slippy, and you put like rosin on your shoes to keep your grip. And I didn't put enough on, so I was like slipping everywhere, and I almost fell over on my bum, which was really like would have hurt because of my hip as well. And you have to get back up and carry on, so it would have completely knocked me off. But yeah, so that was my second marked one. Then I ran out the room again, ran back in, and I did the final like actual ballet one, which I did barefoot for more grip.
Nice.
So I did that one, which is there's like options for this one, so you can choose like the one I did or a different one, and it's like you've got to perform with something. So I was performing with like a scarf,
right?
And you've got to like float about, and it's all about how you dance with it,
right?
So I did that one, and then that one was marked, and then I ran out again, and then it was on to character dance, which are like more like dramatic. So you've got a different skirt, and you've got like almost like really little heels, so like they're like this. They make like a noise when you like stamp them. So it's about it's not tap shoes though. So I did that dance, which is my last marked one. So there was like four dancers that were marked.
Yeah.
And then after that, I had to then put this little handkerchief I was dancing with down, and then go across and do my final, which is like a thank you for watching me dance. I'm off now. So I did that, which isn't marked again. And then I just like, she was like, thank you so much. It's been lovely to watch you dance. You're done. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then I ran off. And then I ran off halfway while she was talking. I was like, thank you. And I ran. It was really scary. I was like shaking. It was terrifying.
Really? But
I did good, yeah. And I got a high merit, which was 68 marks out of 100 for 4 dancers.
Nice.
Usually, obviously, that's the bar work, which is like 10 dancers, and then all the dancers in the centre. And then there's usually like 3 character dancers as well. So
good
usually
job,
it's a lot easier to get the marks. So.
Yeah, good job. Hell yeah. Pro dancer.
Yeah.
Like, it's like Natalie Portman. Like Natalie Portman in Black Swan. Except for without all the weird.
Until you get your ballet lesson.
Drew, you should see it. You'd really like that, man. But it's mate, it's really trippy, mate. It's one of those movies that when it ends, I remember like when I first watched it, it ended. I was like, mate, I have no idea really what just happened, but that was freaking trippy, mate. It's like the super.
Is it a ballet?
It's a super trippy movie
about
ballet,
Lake.
about Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake.
It's the Black Swan from the Swan Lake.
But like she's like spoiler alert, but it doesn't like actually like ruin the story. It's like a mild spoiler, but it doesn't actually like of the storyline really. But it's like she's turning into the freaking Black Swan, sort of like while she's performing. And it's kind of like
it's taking over.
It's kind of like a bit kind of like creepy, but at the same time, I'm like what?
Fly.
But you're watching it and you're like
mesmerizing.
Yeah, a bit like the Fly, but you're kind of like, what is even going on right now? You know, it's like, mate, it's mental.
Like, this is. I thought this was serious, but now it's like it's getting real serious. Like, what's actually happening? She's got a wing coming out.
Mate, yeah.
Starting to grow a beak.
You would definitely love it though. Drew, you'd love it for multiple reasons. You would love it for multiple reasons. Trust me.
I can't wait until you guys do ballet and I get to teach you. I'll teach you some of my grade 8 dances, so the hardest ones.
Yeah, we should do that at some point, Drew. Like one of the times that you're down next, we
I can try and learn some Swan Lake movements as well and show you and get you to do those.
Yeah, let's do it. I just think it'd be really funny, and I just think I'm up for it. Do you know what I mean? I'm comfortable enough.
I can get you to do the one where you like hold hands like this and you're like up, front.
I just think it'd be quite funny, Drew, and it'd be just quite funny content to put on YouTube, you know? Drew's like, change the subject. Yeah.
No.
Really change the subject. Yeah.
Did anyone video that performance imaging of your?
No one's allowed in. So you can't record it. No one's allowed in at all.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Do you know what?
I've got the dances.
I've got the dances we could almost
I did by performance.
We could try and make almost like as a fun little project. We could like make like a real artsy little 5-minute like little short film of like in like black and white of Imogen doing ballet or something.
How good do you think I am?
That'd be we could no.
Grade
no.
8, obviously.
Yeah, grade 8. That's how good we think you are. Literally.
Well,
High merit.
I don't know
You're
any of the
rad.
technical terms.
You're
So when
freaking rad, man.
when I am teaching you, I don't know the technical terms. So I won't.
We don't need to know the technical terms.
To say what the move is.
Neither of us are
but
aspiring
I
ballet
won't be able to say to you now you've got to do the only one I know is like a plie, which is the simplest.
I just think it would be a laugh, and it would be quite funny for me and Drew to try and even attempt the moves.
I've got videos of me doing the dances.
I'm intrigued to actually see how many of the moves we can actually do, and I also just think it will be really funny.
I reckon everyone's intrigued. I'll put them in the podcast.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I've got
no.
I've got like videos from when I did like my performance. It's like a final thing, and I got like videos of every single dance I did, which isn't all the dances, but it's like some of them.
I really like classy.
It's like the character.
Is as
it's
well.
like the character stuff that I was on about, the little heels and that, and the skirt. And then I did some points as well, which is like when you dance on your toes. So what you think of with ballet, I did some of that as well, which is obviously breaking your toes. When I'm performing, technique goes out the window because I'm so focused on getting the right moves and like dancing like musically and like giving the performance that I forget about my technique. So my turnout goes like crazily bad.
I remember, I think it was only like the second time I ever met you. I think you brought up to me that you did ballet. And then I was like, oh, you do ballet, do you? And then I went, got achy toes. And it was only the second time we'd met. And obviously, it takes obviously a while, I think, to like get to know somebody, I guess, to feel a bit less comfortable as we, especially probably for you, just because I'm older and stuff like that.
No, it was more because like, it was like a work thing, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know if to get too comfortable.
From my point of view, I was almost thinking it was just like this funny little throwaway comment, like, oh, you do get ballet, do you? Achy toes? Because obviously, like, you always hear, don't you, that like people that do like all that like have get really achy toes. But so I thought she was just gonna be like, yeah, whatever. But instead, she just was like, I looked really embarrassed, and then it made me feel really awkward and real bad. And I was like, oh great. Now I'm like, now. You made me feel like I was a weirdo.
You are a weirdo.
Yes,
I just didn't show you that I was also a weirdo.
You're right. I am a weirdo. You're right.
No, it was just like.
But do you know what I mean? Can you imagine that at that moment, Drew? If you were just like in a room alone with a girl, and she's like,
made a little comment.
Only the second time I met her, and she's like, oh yes, I do ballet. And you're like, all right, achy toes, and she was just like,
what?
And I was like, all right.
I think I was probably a bit confused on what you meant.
Well, it's like everybody knows that ballet dancers get achy toes.
It was also probably a bit of like
being on your pointy toes.
It was the second time I'd met you, and also it's like obviously like college work experience stuff. I was like, I can't get too comfortable. Be serious, Imogen.
It made.
Don't be stupid.
I was a bit like, I was like, oh, do you know what? Like, it's one of those things that you can never control, like how someone's going to react to anything. But if she had just gone like, oh, that's like a thing, isn't it?
Well, I didn't have achy
then we
toes.
could have like had a bit of a chat about it. But because you just were a bit like, and just
threw her.
I was just like, I kind of feel a bit like a freak now.
I think when I got a little bit more comfortable, like a week later we were talking about ballet, and I said I got hard feet from it like a week later or something like that, a couple of weeks later.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so I got a bit comfortable within a week. You just had to give me a day.
At least it only took a week, I was already there. I was already on that level. It took Imogen a while to catch up. You just see the sort of weird stuff. Well, actually, that sounds way weirder than that is. I was going to say, you just see the weird stuff we do now when we're on our own. What I mean by that is literally just like when we record radio shows, sometimes we'll just pull like faces at each other, like and stuff like that.
Or we'll start like dancing or like do some random like exercises on the floor.
Yeah, we do that sometimes.
I'll show Calum. I'll be like, oh look, like I can do that. I can like, touch my toes to the floor, like touch my hands to the floor or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you do that?
Because obviously I'm interested in any type of physical performance. I just find it really intriguing. And obviously Imogen's like got this very niche, unique, like high level physical talent of ballet. But then also on top of that, she's also doing like rehab for her hip. So she like shows me
hypermobile.
Yeah, and she's got hypermobility as well, which is obviously very unique. So she'll show me like maybe some of her rehab exercises that she's doing, but then maybe sometimes like some ballet stuff. Almost like, oh, can you do this pose? And I'm like, I don't know, let's see. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like, it's just interesting. Do you know what I mean? I find that really fun.
Yeah, and we also get like hooked on random little games, and like
what sort of little games? I can't even
just
think.
like what we were doing Snapchat games the other day.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like an hour. We wasted like an hour.
Honestly, that was so unproductive. And
then we were like Instagram reels as well.
Do we?
Sometimes,
like,
yeah.
What sort of Instagram reels?
All the like funny ones. And I send
It's definitely you usually showing me stuff like that, to be fair.
Yeah, and then I show you them. I'm like, look at this.
Or it's like she'll show me, she's like, Calum, watch this TikTok. And then it's just like some really weird TikTok. And I'm like, oh, right. She was doing it before we started the show. She was like,
one and we just both didn't get it. We were like,
yeah.
Oh.
She'll show me this dude doing like a 4-part vocal harmony of like...
Ooh, so you say
of like
I'm a dreamer.
The guy that plays Steve in Stranger Things, he's like a musician in real life, Joe Curry. And his like stage name's like just Joe, isn't it? But it's like but it's like DJO. But
Joe.
Yeah, but I think you almost just say it like Joe. But anyway, anyway, he's got this like really successful song because it's like, isn't it number 1 at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's literally number 1 in the charts at the moment. It's called
End of Beginning.
Sorry, I always say
Back to the beginning.
Back to the beginning, but it's because that was the farewell Aussie thing, wasn't it? Black Sabbath thing. So that's like just where I'm a metaler. That's just ingrained in my psyche. But yeah, End of Beginning, and it was just this dude doing a 4-part vocal harmony of that. It was good to be fair. He did a good job. Yeah.
And then I showed you that little kid doing the like Stranger Things recap, and he just keeps going.
Yeah. See, this is when it just gets weird, and that's why I'm just like, what is Imogen even showing me right now? It's just like this kid just going like,
It's so funny though.
Like, what's even going on right now?
I'll show you later, Drew. It's so funny.
I would never even ever be exposed to this sort of thing if it wasn't for you, Imogen.
Yeah, but
it's very much like an 18-year-old thing.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
It is very weird. What makes me think, though, I just think, why did that lad upload that?
He keeps removing it and then uploading it again.
That does make it quite funny, to be fair, doesn't it? The fact they keep...
and it's the comments...
It's like, this is embarrassing, I'm going to delete it. And then he's like, I'm getting no attention, I'm going to re-upload it.
No, it's the comments that make me laugh even more, because, like, you'll see it, and the video itself is already funny, and then the comments is just... It's just even funnier. It's like because they can put like TikToks in the comments now, and they put like this random like emoji that's going like.
Yeah, see, this means nothing to me.
It doesn't make sense unless you've seen the video. It's so funny. And then he drops his iPad and it makes him jump.
Poor little lad, honestly. Poor little lad. People are getting famous for some weird stuff nowadays.
Oh.
Also, Imogen was showing me, man, and I didn't know this was a thing, and I thought, imagine how disappointed you'd be if this was your son.
What was I showing?
There were like guys, and apparently their like sole profession now is making what are called thirst trap videos on TikTok. And I was like, what do you mean, Imogen? And she showed me. And it's just all these really cringe guys about Bullwinkle's age, right? You know, like proper videos where they're like gyrating and they're like looking at the screen, and it's like, but usually like miming to like some like rubbish song as well, like
topless as well.
And then you know, and
seducing the camera.
And it's like, mate, imagine that. Imagine if that was your son. I'd be like, mate, can you not? Can you maybe do something else with your life, mate?
Do that.
Can you maybe just do something else? Anything.
It's so funny
at
though.
this stage, you know.
It's so funny to watch them.
I just think it's like, it's very
I
very
love TikTok.
Very strange. It's such a weird world, isn't it? Where I just don't have it. It's just like, it's just strange.
I tried to convince him to get it. I really want you guys to do some TikToks to put onto the Pandora's box.
I'm too paranoid about the Chinese government having access to my.
I think next time you guys are down, I should teach you guys a TikTok dance to do together, and then put it on the Pandora's box.
I'd be up for that, because then it's like we don't have to upload it. You can upload it for us. Or we can send it to Bullwinkle.
Yeah, and you can put it on the. Imagine he'd make so much fun of you guys.
Imagine if you upload it to your personal one.
That'd be so funny.
I don't mind that. I don't mind.
TikTok was the one that some videos that we've done have like been the most views and stuff.
Yeah, I think we've got over 20,000.
I think we've got
over 20k followers on it. Yeah.
So you might as well get some posts on it, get some rack up the views.
Yeah, some of them do get over 1 million views. Yeah.
I think you should definitely post some TikToks and stuff like that on there. I think it'd be funny. And it'd get you views. You
can be our like director of content. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know what will hit the algorithm.
I am
You
the
need
target
someone who's into
audience.
it, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah,
Actually, like the social
Yeah.
media. So for me, it just doesn't interest me. The
I
only
love
thing
social
look
media.
at on Instagram is just people just making guitars and just
Yeah.
things like that.
more like
you know,
specific
like,
interests that you're into. So you're just like, oh yeah, that's cool. I'll follow
I'm
that.
glad my feed now knows that. So
Yeah.
it's just like shows me like those kind of like. But yeah, I don't
Lucias
see
and-
any of these trends and things. You know.
No, me neither, man. Me neither.
Yeah.
Should we learn some Latin phrases?
Yeah, that's what we were originally going to do.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
then
I interrupted.
And then for like 25 minutes, Imogen's been telling us about TikTok. Well, actually, no,
Sorry.
not just that.
Sorry.
For most of that, we were actually learning about ballet and that, which was really interesting.
So educational. So what do you say? Thank you, Imogen.
Thank you, Imogen. Thank you, Imogen Grace.
You're welcome.
Graceful leg.
Oh yeah, we also had my middle name.
Yeah, graceful leg. What do you reckon my middle name is? She's looking at me like a disgust while she's saying that. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I don't know.
Yeah, but you don't have to look at me in like disgust, like
yeah,
you're
but I
expecting it
don't
to be
want you
something
guys
horrible.
to know the middle name because maybe that's
figuring
one
it
of the
out
questions. So
Yeah,
please
she was
stop.
like looking at me like this.
Yeah. Okay, I think we should
Like
leave
my
that
middle name's
question till later.
Grusalug or something. Calum Grusalug Waite.
We gotta leave this question till later. Maybe it's part of the questions I have.
Drew's got 2. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, well, me and Drew will definitely know each other's middle names. Wait, if Drew doesn't know my middle name, mate.
He doesn't. He's gonna be looking. At Facebook.
He's like starting to panic.
He's going to Facebook.
What is it again? Oh,
He's
damn
gonna
it.
start messaging your
Damn it.
family.
Josh, quick, tell me what Calum's middle name is.
I think I'm getting yours and Josh is confused actually.
Are you actually? Oh my god, I love that. That is so funny, man. That is so funny.
We're gonna see like Drew in the side just like going on his phone like. What is it?
Well, we'll see. We'll see a bit later on if Drew remembers what my middle name is. You're so funny. You think that after like what 21 years or something of knowing each other, is it? No. What am I on about? Like 25 years. What am I on about? 25 years. Yeah. Quarter of a century. That's a long
My
time,
God,
isn't it?
That's a long time. That's
Quarter-
longer than I've been born.
When you say it like quarter of a century, then that makes it seem like a really long time. Do you know what I mean? Like 25 years sounds like a long time. But
That's longer than me and my brothers.
not combined.
No, not combined. They're like 20-something.
When you say longer than me and my brothers just on its own, it makes
Like,
it sound like it's
being-
longer than you are
how
tall or
long
something.
we've been alive.
25 years is longer than me and my brothers are tall. Okay.
I don't know.
Right, let's learn some Latin.
Yes.
Right, I'm gonna start off with some easy ones, and I want to see if you guys remember what these mean. Obviously, once we get onto the ones that are a bit more, niche or whatever, I won't expect you guys to even guess them unless you want to. Do you guys remember what carpe diem means?
You haven't told me what it means before.
Well, why would I have to? I don't have to tell
So
you
how
everything
would I remember
in life,
what it means
Imogen.
if I don't know what it means?
Well,
If I didn't know what it means before,
I didn't realise that
know
I have to
after?
tell you everything in life so that you then know it at some point in your life.
What am I supposed to guess?
You will know it when I say it, Drew. I'm surprised you can't remember it off the top of your head, to be honest.
I've never heard
So
it
as a
before.
result,
Is it deaf? Has it got deaf in it?
no.
I've never heard
No.
it before.
Carpe diem is seize the day. That's that one.
Ah.
Can you remember? Veni Vidi Vici. Does that ring a bell?
No.
Is that the one you want
can
on your forehead?
You can probably figure it out. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I said I wanted one on my forehead earlier on, but I'll tell you which one that is in a bit. But Veni Vidi Vici, you might be able to figure it out by what the English translation of it is, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Do you want to have a pop or just you just passing?
No.
I came, I saw, I conquered. Veni Vidi Vici.
I came, I saw, praise the Lord. I came.
How's that like the English?
It's a song.
Because it's like
Give me that look.
Veni Vidi Vici, like VVV. I came, I saw, I conquered. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like da 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 da. That's how I saw it in my head anyway. I know that's probably a bit weird, to be honest, but
I was thinking of the letters or something. Like it might have been V's still. Or something, do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, fair enough. This one's quite a cool one. Cogito ergo sum. This one is still like a fairly famous one, but I feel like the actual English translation is more famous than the Latin. I think, therefore, I am.
Never heard any of these.
And it was Descartes' famous statement on self-awareness. I really like this one. This was made famous by Julius Caesar himself. Alia iacta est, which means the die is cast. And I think that the meaning of that, so if you would use that in real life, if you wanted to be real snazzy, and if you're having a conversation with somebody about something, and then you wanted to slip in alia iacta est, basically means if the die is cast, it's like, the wheels are now too far in motion to do anything about it, essentially. It's happening now. So you know what I mean? It's like we can, even if whether it's something bad or whether it's something good or whether it's just something in between, it's like it's just happening now. There's not really anything we can do about it at this stage, so we're going to have to readjust. We're going to have to decide what we can do about this sequence of events now they're actually happening, rather than worrying about why they've happened or anything like that. This is the one I think is really cool.
The forehead one.
This is the one I joked to Imogen that I might get tattooed on my forehead, which I
can't even remember what it was, to be fair.
Yeah, Memento Mori. This was the one I think that you might have thought Carpe Diem was, Drew. And that is remember that you must die. And I think on the surface, obviously, that seems almost just like an unnecessarily morbid statement.
It's very deep.
But it's got like a deep meaning. Obviously, it's almost like one of those things that's like, we're all going to die one day. So you need to make the most of every minute and be thankful.
So don't die now.
Yeah, so try not to die now. There you go. No, you know what I mean? Try to almost like be thankful for every minute and like utilize your time wisely. And like, don't sit around like worrying too much. Like, should I do this? Like, what are the consequences of me doing that sort of thing? Do you know what I mean? Like, one day when you're old and you're not going to be able to do things that you could do now, are you going to regret it sort of thing, So make the most of your time now. And make the most of your life while you have it, So I like that. I like that. Memento Mori, remember that you must die. I think that's really good to be aware of your mortality.
Yeah, man. Like, I watched the Bucket List the other day, and
what's that, man?
When they have you ever seen Bucket List before? It's got like Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson.
Yeah,
like that guy who's got like the short and crazy hair.
Hey, yeah.
And
Shining guy.
They both. One of them's like a billionaire, and then Morgan Freeman's just like a real average Joe guy. And they're both in this ward in America, and they both get cancer. But the guy who's the billionaire actually owns all the hospitals and that, and his whole empire has been built around just like accumulating like wealth and like hospitals and all that stuff. But he wasn't really integrated in that, like for the good of the people and that. He just like, knew it was a real big money maker, and they ended up like being both like suffering real bad like last stages of cancer and trying to get better and that. And they became friends, and like the billionaire guy had all the money, and was like, well, let's just do the things that we've always wanted to do, because he was writing this bucket list. Morgan Freeman was about like the things that he would want to do on his life. When they say that about a bucket list, like the greatest things that you could ever do. Yeah. And he's like, well, we'll just do them. Like, I've got the money, let's just do them.
Oh, man, that's amazing.
Like, well, what about my family? So
yeah, that's cool.
It's that thing about like that mortality, and like when you haven't got enough time left, that's when you start thinking about all the things that you should have done in life and all of that kind of thing. But like we all have that, because like you say, like death is imminent at some point, but because we think it's so far off, like you still maybe don't do some of the things that
we don't take advantage of the time.
A sentence that says you've only got 1 year left or something, that's when you
get kick into action. I think we all naturally.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Imogen's putting a weird face at me.
They will never know the face because I won't show them.
Yeah, she couldn't. It required both hands, so she couldn't even like switch to her face on the thing.
So no one will ever know.
But that was just like a little ominous thing that happened there.
I was doing it the whole time.
Were you?
Yeah.
That's dedication.
Smiling. I was just staring at myself.
I was just having it. Don't lie. I was just having like an interesting conversation with Drew, and the whole time you were just in the corner like this.
No, it was funny because I was listening. That's not what I was doing.
Pretty much.
No.
Yes, it is.
No,
all right, put the camera on you, and you show us what you were doing then. That's what I just did.
Very similar.
It just looks different because
you haven't. Because I can't really move my mouth.
It just looks different because you haven't got a big hairy head. Crazy.
Oh, no, I did it. I said I wasn't going to show them.
Oh well, there you go. Yeah. Thank you, Imogen, for what you bring to the table.
You're welcome.
What would we do without her, eh? What would we do without her?
My jaw hurts now.
Cogito ergo sum. Quite a famous one. I think, therefore I am.
You've already said that one.
No, I didn't.
You did.
Did I?
You did.
Did I actually?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought it was a joke that you're doing it again.
Oh, mate, my short-term memory is so bad.
We were talking about this Monday.
I was. What? What happened on Monday? No, I'm joking. I'm joking about that one. At least I remembered something. I like this one. This one's used obviously in business quite a lot. Quid pro quo. Do you know what that means?
No.
Something for something, essentially.
I haven't heard of any of these.
It essentially means that you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. So if you say like, right,
like
we're going to work out
scratches.
this deal, you're going to pay me for these services, but on top of that, we're going to do this quid pro quo. You've probably heard my old man say that quite a lot because he says things like that quite often. And it basically means like we'll do this bit for free under the understanding though that you might do something for us as well on top of the more established business arrangement. You know.
I love back scratches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you took away from that. I like the good thing about you,
I do it for
Imogen,
free.
is you bring this show back down to earth. You know, if we ever maybe are getting a bit ahead of ourselves or getting a bit too far off into the ether,
Are you saying I'm stupid in a nice way?
No, I'm saying if we ever go a bit too balls deep on anything, go a bit floating off into the universe, you're like the tether.
I'm the rope.
You're the tether, tethering us back down. Yeah.
I'm the rope that either sinks you or pulls you back up.
Otherwise, me and Drew are like two helium balloons just floating off, and then there's a kid crying underneath us.
I'm the kid
You're
crying.
the kid. You're the kid crying. Drew, meanwhile, is playing with his tongs or his maracas or whatever. I like how that's also Drew's just doing.
Floor. My mum got me them for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
These little wooden spoons.
He's playing the spoons.
Oh man, this episode's full of unexpected pleasures, isn't it?
There's a turn and twist
Yeah.
at every corner.
Yeah.
He's actually really good at this.
Yeah, I mean he's a musician, isn't he?
Oh, I forgot
He's
about
a veteran musician.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot you guys were musically talented.
Yeah. You think it's like mental that people can just like learn stuff on guitars and that, don't you?
No, because I want to be able to play the guitar, but I can't. I've tried so many times and I can't get my fingers in the positions.
A couple of times that I've just like picked up the guitar and like done something stupid, I'm just like, I can't believe you can do that.
I also don't like
So
the
I can't
feeling of
believe
my
you do that.
nails on the guitar.
Well, don't become a guitarist then.
I want to though. It'd be fun.
I don't ever feel the feel of my nails on them because
No,
it's
it's
my fingers.
nails on the wood. I don't like it.
How long are your nails? Show me. Oh yeah, they're quite long.
I like long nails.
Oh, you could take some of these freaking. You could claw somebody with those bad boys.
These are only my real ones. Usually I have long. No, but
ones,
usually I have like longer fake ones. So like we can't even.
You're
see,
like a cat.
Ow.
That was like a disabled cat.
Ow.
Yeah. Persona non grata. That means an unwelcome person.
I knew it was gonna be something person.
Well done.
Persona non grata.
Persona non grata, an unwelcome person, especially used in diplomacy.
Oh my god, it's like.
but also
it's
in
like
day-to-day
because in
conversations.
Spain, it's like gracias, and it's like grata. It's almost the same.
What?
sense
Gracias
in
is
my
the same
head.
as persona non grata.
No, grata is like grateful, and like it reminds you of
this
gracias.
is Latin.
Yeah, but it reminds you of Spanish, like gracias.
Spanish is
which
considered
is
a
like-
Latin language.
Yeah, which is like
Yeah.
gracias means like thank you, and it's like thank you is being grateful, and it's like grateful.
I think I get what you mean actually.
Yeah?
So grata
It's almost
would
like
be like unwelcome, but I guess
Yeah.
like gracias would kind of be like welcome.
yeah,
You're welcome.
yeah.
So do you know what? There's
The link.
at first I thought you were talking utter rubbish.
It made sense in
but
my
there
head.
actually is that. Do you know what? I'll give you at least something there.
Thank you. It made
I'll give
sense
you
in my
something.
own head.
Yeah. I'll give you a little example of persona non grata. Julian is a persona non grata for us since he offended Miriam.
Yeah, you know who you are.
Yeah. Yeah, Julian.
Miriam's on our side.
Bona fide, another good one. Used obviously quite regularly in the English language. If you're like a bona fide good guy.
You're saying this, but I've never heard anyone use these.
You've never heard somebody say a bona
I've
fide?
never heard anyone say any of these.
I didn't know bona fide was Latin at all.
Yeah,
I thought
I
that
just-
was just a normal
Like it's
word
saying,
in the
yeah.
language.
It means in good faith. That's what it means. So like bona fide means in good faith. So if you're like a bona fide good guy, it's like, you know, you're a good guy. Like he's a great guy in good faith. You know, like it kind of means like it's a sincere, genuine, or authentic statement. So if he's a bona fide good guy, then he's like genuinely, sincerely a good guy. You know. Or if he's like a bona fide genius, he is sincerely and genuinely.
Why
a
didn't you just say
genius.
certified?
Because bona fide sounds better. Do you know why? Because you get to say boner. No, it's actually not boner, it's boner. But I bet it's not boner.
That's like,
It's
that's
not boner. It's boner.
that's given the same energy as it's not
That's-
Levio-Star. It's
Do you know what?
Levio-Star.
That's like when intellect meets numbskull. That comment, wasn't it? You know, because like boner in bona fide is bona, whereas obviously boner, as in an excited young man, is boner. Just for all our dyslexic listeners out there,
Oh, like me.
like Imogen over here. Let's find some other interesting ones. I like this
What
one.
was that like?
I like it because I was almost in anticipation of me saying it, so I was getting excited. Malgeri Hirkum. Malgeri Hirkum. That translates to English to milk a male goat. What do you think? Well, now there is actually a meaning behind
Why
this.
a male goat?
Well,
How do you do that?
you
They
tell
don't
me.
have udders.
Well, exactly, Imogen. So, what do you think that statement might mean? You're already halfway there.
Time.
Yes, exactly,
Oh.
Drew. Exactly.
Oh, I wasn't going to go for that.
So, if you said, if somebody said, you were at work, maybe you were working with somebody, you were trying to solve some sort of issue in your life, regardless of what it was, and you just knew in your head that it was just pointless, you could just say "Malgeri Hirkum" to them, and that means to milk a male goat. And that it means that somebody's attempting the impossible. You know, why attempt the impossible? What you're doing is a waste of time. You're attempting the impossible.
I thought very differently to what it was.
You were thinking of jacking off a goat, weren't you? Weren't you? Be honest. Be honest.
Maybe.
There we go.
Maybe.
Yeah, we can't take her anywhere. Can't take her anywhere. This guy. We're trying to have a civilized intellectual conversation.
Well, you said milking a goat. What else? Milking a male goat. What else was I supposed to think?
Yeah, but you can't milk a goat because they don't have udders. Milk a male goat because it's a male. You could. I mean, if you're using slang. I mean, I don't know what you milk in your spare time, but I don't. It doesn't. But it doesn't sound like it's actually milk. Let's put it that way. Hey, don't act like we're the gross ones.
That's my nan listens to this.
Well,
that's gross.
Diane, I'm sorry. I apologise for your granddaughter. Don't worry. We'll keep her here at work regardless of her.
I thought you were going to say you'll kill me.
Why would I have said that? That would have been a bit extreme, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Diane, but we're going to have to kill your granddaughter. No,
We'll kill her.
don't worry. We would never kill Imogen. We'd never go that far. We draw the line just beneath that.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Maybe the odd beating.
Yeah,
So then
maybe torture.
Yeah, torture maybe.
Lock her in the cellar of the spiders.
Sell her into slavery maybe, just for a while.
My brother asked if he could sell me for camels when we go on holiday. He said he'd get loads of camels for me, so can we do that? And then he can get business class flights. And I went, no.
Isn't it mad to think that in history people have actually done that?
I know.
Like sold family members to slavery just to like make some money.
That's what my brothers
Imagine,
want to do.
imagine actually like selling your brother or sister into slavery.
Yeah, my brothers want to do that.
Do you reckon your brother actually would if he could do it?
Definitely.
Do you reckon he would?
He's heavily autistic. He definitely would.
I guess it depends how much he'd get for you though, right?
He said he did the calculations already.
So how
He's
much?
been calculating it through he could get like.
What would he want, like 100k?
He does it. He calculated it in camels. So I am worth like 50 camels.
Yeah, but he must have figured
and
that out from.
That would then give him because there's like a thing that like shows you how many camels certain like things are worth, like elements. So I'd be worth like 50 camels or something like that, and then the camels he would then sell to get money.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. So did he value up the price of a single camel? So he would.
He didn't. He did that afterwards.
I wonder how much a camel would cost. Like if you wanted to buy a camel, like how much would that set you back? Because they're quite a big animal, aren't they?
If you wanted to buy 50 of them, it'd set you back a whole human. About my age, brown hair.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Another interesting phrase: ex nihilo nihil fit. That translates to nothing comes from nothing. Basically, what that means is work is required to succeed, or everything has its origins in something. Basically means that, if you're doing nothing in life, you're very obviously not going to get anything in life. So if you want something, you're going to have to at least do something to try and get it. This is more of just like a little funny one. Nemo saltat sobrius.
Nemo.
And that one means nobody dances sober. Which is quite a funny little one, isn't it? I mean, I disagree.
Nemo means nobody, and it's like Finding Nemo is finding nobody.
Because he's just a little fish.
Because he's not actually real.
There you go. People do definitely dance sober. But obviously, I think that we can all...
Well, I do.
Ballet?
Yeah, there you go, ballet dancer.
No, I'm just always... Every Tuesday, I just get drunk and just dance.
Yeah. Or, sometimes you don't need alcohol, but you just need Lionel Richie all night long to come on. That was what does it for me.
Great. I just need like any Just Dance song to come on.
Yeah.
I got it.
And all of a sudden she becomes like
Just Dance 4 specifically.
What was that Australian breakdancer that did like really bad?
I don't know her name, but everyone just calls it Australian breakdancer. So
what was her name? It was something like, it wasn't actually this, but it was something like Ray J, or wasn't it?
no idea.
Anyway, you become like that.
Yes, I am her.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a quote by Cicero anyway, the famous Roman statesman, lawyer, scholar, philosopher, and academic skeptic. Yeah, he came up with Nemo Saltat Sobrius. I guess it's just one of those things, isn't it? Like a lot of people, if they're sober, they're like, I don't want to dance. And then as soon as they've had a few drinks, they're like, let's dance! And then the next thing you know, they're like a party animal.
Get up here. Let's dance.
Yeah.
Let's dance.
It is funny that actually, it does actually feel like that thing of dancing. I swear, like you can't get the same joy from dancing when you're not drunk. Well, you can obviously.
Well,
you know what I mean. It's just like part of the thing of just being a bit loose when
uninhibited.
you had a few drinks.
you're just carefree when
You
you're
lose
drunk.
your inhibitions.
It's not just the act of dancing that makes it like. Do you know what I mean?
You stop caring
it's
about
the
what other
whole
people
thing
think.
of being a little bit out of your head or
Bit
whatever.
loosey goosey.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
you lose your inhibitions. I guess that's one of the reasons they call it Dutch courage, don't they?
Yeah, that Dutch courage.
I thought it was
dance,
liquid
like,
courage.
Feels a bit more fun than just if you tried to do that when you weren't.
Yeah, I remember. It's a funny term, isn't it? Dutch courage. Like I in general though, I don't think it's good to practice like getting drunk just to have the bravery to do something. I remember when I was living in a flat in town when I was in my early 20s, and there was a woman that lived in the top floor, and me and her would like flirt with each other a little bit here and there. And I can't remember how, but we like somehow like exchanged numbers. And then one day she messaged me and she asked me if I wanted to come up into her flat.
Ooh.
Yeah. Right. And I was like, yeah, okay. And I was just like sober. And then I went up there and she was like freaking wrecked. But like stumbling her words and like just proper. And then she was like, sorry, I've had a few drinks. I needed to summon the Dutch courage to invite you up and stuff like that. And I was just like, but it just the whole thing just made me feel really uncomfortable because of how absolutely wasted she was and how like sober I was. So I think I like stayed for like 10 minutes and just almost like chatted, but like she was literally just like proper, just like trying to sit next to you on the sofa, then like had her like arm sort of on the sofa, but then be like, you know, like when you're like that level of waste. And I thought, how much has this woman drank? And then she would just, it was almost just like, yeah, just almost like apologizing for how wasted she was, but at the same time being like, sorry. And she just kept saying, I just needed the Dutch courage to invite you up. And she just said it, Dutch courage, so much that nowadays, whenever I hear the term Dutch courage, it makes me think of that woman. And then I just left. I remember I just left, and I remember as I was leaving, she was like, why are you going? And then I was like, sorry, you're just too pissed. I just like, and I think it like offended her. I think it like annoyed her. I think it offended her that I didn't stay because you know, when it's almost just like to me there was no reason to feel awkward. I wasn't judging her. Like there was no reason to feel like awkward about it or anything afterwards. But like I think that like
she might have been embarrassed.
And also I felt like I would have been full on taking advantage. And also it just wasn't very attractive as well. Yeah, so I thought it was like it was more like the gentlemanly thing to do, the decent thing, and also just like as I said, it's like wasn't like the most attractive thing as well, if I'm being honest. So I just thought, leave it for today, but maybe the door's open for future or whatever. But then after that, it was just almost like a little bit awkward, and I can tell that she had a bit of a B&herb on it, like, oh well, I invited him up, and he just freaking left. After like 10 minutes, but I was like,
well, don't get smashed then.
Well, yeah, that's it.
She wanted to get smashed.
The thing is, she seemed like. She seemed like a.
Sorry.
She seemed like a really nice lady in that, but I just think, and I sort of sympathise, with the fact that like, obviously she must have been nervous about it, but like, she didn't have to get that freaking wasted. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, have a like a wine or something.
Yeah, maybe a wine or two, not like a bottle of rum.
Yeah,
don't drink like a whole bottle of rum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bless her.
Yeah, but I always think of that woman now whenever I hear that phrase, because she said it about 10 times.
I want to
10
know
minutes.
where the term Dutch courage come from.
Oh, I was going to say Dutch oven.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Was it like a battle or something, and they all got like wasted to go because they? Do you know what I mean, or something like that? Like,
yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Dutch courage. Yeah, well, like the Dutch renowned for having like a drink before they went into battle or something. That's something to look up, isn't it?
Or do the Dutch just like their alcohol?
Well, I think the people that are most sort of associated with alcohol in the world really are people from the UK and Ireland, aren't they?
I've no idea. It depends. Beers.
It is a true thing.
Yeah.
Dutch courage originated from 17th century English soldiers observing Dutch troops drinking Genevieve Dutch gin for bravery before battles during conflicts like the 30 Years' War and Anglo-Dutch Wars, implying the Dutch needed alcohol to fight, a derogatory term stemming from Anglo-Dutch rivalry.
There you go.
So there you go. It is. It was before battle.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd read that before or something.
That's cool.
Hit the nail on the head, mate. Hit the nail on the head. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good saying, isn't it? Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, because obviously the Dutch were like almost like massive rivals of the UK for a while because they had such good navy. So almost like the best navies were like the Spanish Navy, Portuguese Navy, the Dutch Navy, and the British Navy. So there was like a big rivalry there for a while. So like Christopher Columbus was Portuguese. He obviously famously, I say discovered North America. He sort of rediscovered it because now we know that like the Vikings went there and stuff. Vinland, they called it Vinland, because the first thing they saw when they got on shore was lots of grapes. So they called it Vinland. But yeah, obviously Christopher Columbus was Portuguese.
Vinland? I thought it was Finland.
No, not Finland is a country in between Estonia and Sweden. Vinland is what the Vikings called North America, like the United States.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they travelled to they found like Iceland, and then they travelled a bit more further west, and they found Greenland, and then they travelled along sort of the coast of Greenland, and then down, and then they found Newfoundland as well. They found Newfoundland, which I think is in Canada.
Newfoundland.
Yeah,
oh my
literally
God.
like Newfoundland. That's why it's called Newfoundland, because it's like it's like a Newfoundland.
It's not new anymore. It should be called Old Foundland.
I love how like literal stuff is a lot of the time if you actually like figure it out. And then they found what they called Vinland, which is essentially the United States, because the first thing they saw was because they were so like visual, the Vikings. Do you know what I mean? It's like Eric the Red. They don't know exactly why he was called Eric the Red, but they think that either he just had red hair. Because people didn't have a word, you know, like people use the word ginger nowadays.
Yeah.
Do you know that was only
red.
that was only invented something like 150 years ago? Before that, everybody would have they would have said just red hair. So they either think that he had like a big red beard or big red hair, or that he was just so violent and he killed so many people that he was associated with blood, and that's why he would have been called Eric the Red.
Or he had like white hair and it was just like, and it just always turned red from the blood.
Yeah, I mean that's quite a cool theory there, Emma.
Yeah.
I like that. Just a dyed red beard from blood.
Yeah.
Nice. You should make a movie about that. You should make a movie.
Yes, a single man show with just me. I play everyone.
But it's funny, isn't it? Because you go to different places in the world now, and obviously like the French had like a massive empire as well, and obviously like all of South America either speak Spanish or Portuguese. Obviously, all of North America either speak English, English by far primarily, but also a little bit French in obviously like Montreal, Quebec, places. And then, but you've also got like random little Dutch colonies like in the middle of nowhere, randomly in the world, and then you've got like little French villages in the middle of nowhere in Africa. Little African villages in the middle of nowhere in Africa, and they speak French and stuff like that. So it's like, do you know what I mean? The lasting impact of all these big European empires and nations that were like so dominant and were such successful maritime explorers hundreds of years ago, were like still felt to this day, which is so interesting, isn't it? Another cool little saying: "Plenus venter." Plenus.
Okay.
Not penis.
Plenus venter.
Plenus. Instantly, she perked up so much. Plenus venter non studet libenter means a full belly does not like studying. Would you say that? You agree with that?
A fool.
I
just don't like studying.
If you've had a large portion of chips with a large strawberry milkshake, one of your go-tos.
Oh, yum.
If you finish that, would you want to do some studying after that?
I would never study anyway, like without having that.
You wouldn't study without it, or
I don't study.
You just don't study full stop.
Yeah.
In life, that's like a rule of yours.
I just don't study.
Don't study.
I never revised for my like exams in year 11.
No, neither did I. Neither did I.
Couldn't be bothered for that stress.
I was way too much of a rebel.
I just didn't care enough.
Yeah, I was just too naughty, really, and just too easily distracted as well. I'd say in those days, I didn't have this. I lacked discipline.
Discipline.
You know, I was just like, revise, go and mess about with my mates. Oh,
Party.
yeah. I wonder which one I'm gonna do. You know?
What's more fun?
Yeah. So,
Revising, obviously.
yeah, I mean, obviously it's pretty self-explanatory, but that's phrase that just comes from the Romans believing that it was too difficult to concentrate after a heavy meal, and that it was better to rest and then get back to your studies later.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I quite like this little phrase, festina lente. That means hurry slowly.
Oh, that's cool.
An oxymoron, you might think.
Yes.
But it does have some merit to it. It basically means like more haste, less speed.
Make haste.
Essentially encourages you to proceed quickly but cautiously. Sometimes people try and do things so fast that they make so many mistakes, they'll actually spend longer correcting the mistakes they've made than if they just done it, taken a little bit more time to do things properly for the first time over. So if you work as fairly fast, but the more important than working fast is doing things correctly, isn't there? So you don't have to go back and correct your mistakes.
Yeah.
Being methodical. Well, I have to try and remember this next one. Barba non facit philosophum. And that means a beard does not make one a philosopher.
I know it was something beard and philosopher.
Did you? Did you actually?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
It sounds like it.
You're like a frickin' psychic.
Say it again.
Barber non facit.
Barber sounds like it. Barber. You go to the barber because it's for men. Men have beard. Barbers do their beards.
And then philosophum. Yeah, you can get philosophy from
is
that.
like philosophy.
I'm still impressed that you thought that you instantly just knew that was something to do with a beard. There you go. That's the tongue wiggle of celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also another similar phrase, cuculus non facit monachum, which means a hood does not make one a monk. But yeah, I guess
true.
I guess it's just like, just to remind people that, it's important not to just look the part, but you actually have to know your stuff.
Because the beard one goes for Calum, does that mean the monk one goes to Drew?
Yeah. I reckon Drew could play a monk.
And then I get
in
the
program.
penis one.
Just because I dress like a farmer doesn't make me a farmer.
yeah. That's Drew. Now you need to translate that into Latin, and then you've got your. What's that, right? Did you know I found out the other day that the 2 largest ever bulls that were bred in the world were from Somerset?
Mine.
Were from a farmer in Somerset.
They're mine.
Wow.
Imogen's bulls, they're called. No, there was by some epic Somerset farmer, and he just made these 2 massive bulls.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was quite cool.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's a Super Bowl.
Where it was, I saw it. It might have been in Somerset when I was just walking along. I think it was in Devon actually.
Right.
And when we were there for the summer, and just there was a bull in a field, but it was just insane. There was this hill, and there were all these cows grazing on this hillside. And the bull in there was one of those ones that are just pretty much all muscle.
They're given roids.
And I was just like,
I think they're literally given essentially steroids, aren't they? They're given I think they're given hormones.
Natural.
Selective breeding.
They literally look like if Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime was a bull, don't they? It's mental.
As well. They breed the best best and biggest cows to create a huge cow.
Yeah, eugenics. That's called eugenics.
Oh, I thought it was selective breeding.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh.
But selective, but eugenics
word.
is selective breeding. So it's essentially,
okay.
so it's like if say you're a 6 foot, say you're a 6 foot tall man, right?
Am I?
Say you're sorry, that was like your reaction. That was so good. So you're a 6 foot tall man, and you want to have a tall son.
Yeah.
Or a tall daughter.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a child with a 5 foot tall woman, then your son's probably, your daughter's not going to be over 6 foot, are they?
No.
But if you're a 6 foot tall man and you have a child with a 6 foot tall woman, the chances are your son's going to be 6'4".
Yeah.
6'5". That is simply what eugenics is.
How does it work with my parents then? Because my mum's really small, and my dad's average size, and then me and my brothers are all huge.
I think with stuff
We're
like
like
that,
monsters.
there are just sometimes in life like a genetic outliers. So it could almost be
Or
like,
maybe one of them's not my actual parents.
I mean, that could be the case. But I think sometimes there's like slight genetic mutations, and that can literally even be in terms of like height. So it's like,
Okay.
you know. So sometimes I think you associate like mutations with either like the X-Men or maybe something bad.
Yeah.
But so for example, obviously like there was like a first ever white person,
Yeah.
and that would have been caused by a genetic mutation that was brought about by lack of vitamin D. I don't know if there's any other factors as well, but I think it's primarily lack of vitamin D. And then you would have had like the first ever person, with different hair colors, for example, and that would have been caused by a genetic mutation. I know that there used to be a guy in town. I think he was like the tallest guy in town, and he was like a legit 7-footer. You know,
Oh my
like
God.
if I used to see him sometimes in the gym, in one of the gyms in town. And he made me feel like a child. So next to him, and most people think I'm a big guy, and but apparently his parents were just like, because I can't remember. I remember, apparently his parents were just like completely regular sized people.
SpongeBob.
Do you know what I mean? Like his dad was like 5'10" and his mum was like 5'4" or something. Do you know what I mean? And yet they had like a 7-foot son. But do you know what I mean? So like sometimes there's just like a random anomaly, or even the fact I even think this is weird because usually brown eyes are dominant, so it's like if somebody with brown eyes has kids with somebody with like green or blue or grey eyes, it's not then there's probably only about 30% chance that the child's going to have blue or green or grey eyes, because it's just the brown eyes are more dominant. But what I find really strange is sometimes you can have people that have a kid and both the mum and the dad have brown eyes, yet the child will be born with blue eyes. Now, the statistical chances of that happening are really slim.
Is it like my
but
parents
it's just
have got
like a
blue and
slight
green?
genetic mutation, isn't it? Huh?
My parents have got blue and green eyes, and I got brown eyes.
See, that's really
and my
weird.
brothers have both got like green eyes,
That's really weird.
and I
That's
got brown eyes.
See, that is really weird, isn't it? What the hell's going on there? That's so strange, isn't it? Yeah, like that's so weird. See, like with me and my brother, it sort of just makes sense. Like my dad's got green eyes, my mum's got blue eyes, my brother's got blue eyes, and I've got green eyes. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, but my eyes are more like sort of more on the spectrum.
Yeah.
They're more like bluey green. They're definitely green, but
Well,
they're
I've
more
just
like
got,
on the because like some people have really dark green eyes.
Yeah.
But like they're more like bluey green.
I just got like loads of like dark features, which is funny.
Yeah, you literally
because-
look like you could be like Italian or Greek. She looked like she was going to try and say something Italian Greek then, and then just had a brain fart.
No, but
Did
like
your mum
I've
go on
looked at
holiday
my
then?
eyes like really.
What did she say? What did you say, Drew? What did you say?
Did your mum go on holiday about 18 years
Did she ever meet a man called
on her own?
yeah? Did she ever meet a man
Stavros.
called Maximus? Yeah, or
My
Stavros.
parents actually apparently remember where all three of us were conceived. So
I love how they've just told you that.
yeah.
Yeah. So
My nan's birthday party for my brother.
nice.
Yeah, just so you know, Nan. Yeah, I've looked really closely at
What
my
in
eyes
the
to
house
see-
at the time?
I have no idea. I didn't ask for details. Thank you.
Hope it wasn't on your nan's bed.
Don't say that.
Oh god, that's just great.
I've like inspected my eyes to see if there's like any sort of like color of like green in them, because it could just be like a really dark green. They are just brown.
They
like
definitely
fully,
are
they are
brown.
just brown.
I mean, yeah, I can tell that just from looking at them. Yeah.
Which is like
Your
nice,
eyes
but-
are as brown as the tree trunks.
Did I show you this?
Yeah.
That was from the
went to-
Undateables.
You know, I went to
Of course it
Ireland
was.
recently.
You went to Ireland, yeah. You went to Ireland.
Ireland.
Yes, you went to Ireland.
Ireland.
Did I show you the picture of the eyes that we
Oh.
got done?
No, Drew.
This is that's mine and Meg's eyes, like up close.
Did you get that done in Ireland?
Yeah.
I want one
Like
of those
in
done.
we just along the street. That they're magnified up like 100 times. And basically, yeah, you could go in there and they've got like a really high-powered camera, and you just look in it and they just take
Mate,
a
that's
picture
so
of your eye
cool.
and, like zoom.
Meg's eyes are
And
super pale, mate. She's like a White Walker.
Yeah. I mean that. I don't know if it's the thing, but that's more like the kind of colour. The
you know what,
camera looks a bit weird.
Hers remind me a little bit almost, maybe hers are even brighter than Josh's, but I always remember Josh's, because Josh's eyes are real pale blue, but he's almost randomly got like a ring of yellow around his pupil.
That's the flower.
And
They have like
she's
flowers.
got that a bit as well.
I'm
Well,
pretty
those-
sure that's
those
called like
brown
flower eye.
bits, Those brown bits in there, the lady said, they're actually freckles that you
Wow.
have within your eye. And I'm
Wow.
like, that's pretty mad, isn't it? That you can get like freckles in your eye.
Does
'Cause,
Meg have
hers
freckles
are
on her
like
skin at all, or
proper
is it
blue.
just in her eye?
Yeah, she
She does have freckles on her skin. Oh, that's
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, so I reckon it's just you get in the eye, and then there was all these like really bright streaks, white streaks, and she was saying that's collagen. I was
Right.
like, oh,
Right.
because she has loads of collagen in like smoothies and stuff.
Right.
But it's cool. But mine had like mine just looked like proper like orange and darker orange in the middle, and like there was no other colour.
You're
apart from,
ginger
like,
in the
brown
eye.
oranges.
Ginger eye. They call them old ginger eye.
Oh my god! I was thinking the other day. You know Madeleine McCann's like picture when she was little and she went missing. Her like the like black bit in her eyes, like
Pupil.
a weird shape.
Is it?
Yeah, like it's got like a little bit of a line in it, like
yeah,
almost like
that can,
it's just
that can
off
happen,
circle,
can't it? That can
which
happen.
is like really fascinating because she's like the only person I've ever seen.
Some
with that.
people, like David Bowie, also have one eye that's a different colour than the others, don't they?
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That's
Heterochromia.
I can't remember. There's a name for that.
Heterochromia.
I love how you know that.
Obviously.
How do you know that?
Because it's sick. Why wouldn't I know that?
You know what?
That's
You're
cool.
such a dark horse.
You can get like a
you are.
flower around your eye as well, like almost. They
Not
call
just-
it a flower.
Not
it's
just
like a different colour.
dark-eyed. You're also a dark horse, Imogen.
Nay.
No.
They call me Lloyd's Bank advert.
Nice. I like that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I love how you just came out with that just randomly, bringing us the education, Imo.
Boom. The one thing I do know.
Yeah, quite cool though, isn't it? So like, yeah, you can just have like one blue eye or one green eye,
I
or
wish
one
I had
brown eye,
that.
or one blue eye, or whatever. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, they get some like dogs that have that.
Yeah, it's
sometimes
sick.
As well, and it
My
looks
friend's
really
dog has got that. It's really cool. He's got like a bright blue eye and then a brown eye.
Yeah. What colour is young Angus? What is his eyes, man? Is he brown or blue or what?
Brown.
I like how you're like looking like you have to like think about it. Like, do you not know the eye colour
He's
of
looking
your
at a
son?
picture of his son in
He's
the corner. His son's
let
led
me
next
actually
to him.
have a
He's
look.
looking at that.
Mate, Drew is the most hilariously oblivious person ever. Like.
I haven't looked into his eyes. How would I know?
The funny thing is
He's always looking right.
Kids'
Yeah.
eyes start
Notice.
blue though. They like change
all
colour.
people's eyes start
Same
blue
with,
and,
like,
they
baby
settle,
cats
don't they?
and stuff.
Oh,
Same with baby cats. yeah, that's true.
Kittens.
yeah. I think eat brown.
Yeah.
Brown eyed boy.
My brown
Yeah.
eye boy. Do. Yeah, Evie's got sort of like hazel eyes as well. But she
Yeah,
always
you
says
can
that she
kinda
wishes
see,
she had
like-
blue or green eyes like me.
Yeah, same.
Not in the picture. You can't really see it. It's quite dark.
Oh yeah.
But they do look real dark there.
Yeah.
brilliant.
Oh, the most embarrassing thing ever. When
Well, go on. Too late
it's
now.
like one of the things that I like think about, like keeps me up. I like every so often I'll remember it and I'm like, oh, why did I do that?
Did you pee your
When I
pants?
was like 6, obviously once I have. Everyone has. When I was little, I have. Everyone has.
I feel like, well, obviously I did, but anyway. Yeah.
When I was like 6, my cousin and her now fiance, when I first like met them at like Christmas, Boxing Day at my grandma's, I was like 6 and my mum just kept on saying that my eyes are like black holes. So I went round into everybody, shoved my face in theirs, like right in their like face, and went, stare into my black hole eyes. Just for like ages. And the first thing I ever did with
Nice.
this poor man is shove my face in his and go, stare into my black hole eyes.
I think you should do that every time you meet anyone. I wish that you'd come in. When I
just
first met
remember how
you,
traumatized he looked.
when I first met you, I wish you'd come in and just led with that.
I did it so seriously though. I went, stare into my black hole
Right. Oh,
eyes.
you're right. I'm
Stayed
Calum.
like
Nice to
that
meet
for a
you.
minute and then ran away.
Right, nice to meet you. I'm Calum. Stare into my black hole eyes. I'd have been like, oh yeah, she'll fit in around here. She'll fit in around here, definitely.
But that just keeps me up. Anytime I think about eyes, it's the first thing I think about, and all I think is just sorry, Deck. I'm so sorry. That's so
Is that
embarrassing.
his name, Deck?
So sorry.
Deck, yeah.
Is he Ant and Deck? Is
No,
he
he's
the Deck?
not
Is he the
Ant.
Deck from
No,
Ant and
no,
Deck?
no.
Imagine if he was.
No.
I didn't.
Ant and Deck.
Is
They're getting married this year.
he's both of them, mate.
Is he Ant and Deck?
He's both Ant and Deck.
Because they are like one person. They
I-
come as a team.
I didn't realise that there was more than one Deck. I thought there was only one. Why, hey man?
I'll tell him.
Why,
he's
man, I'm
being
Deck.
he's
Yeah.
Why, man? I'm
He's-
Deck. Bite a grove.
He must be called. That must
He's
be
an
short for
imposter.
Is his name Declan?
I'm assuming. I don't really know.
You don't
I
know?
haven't.
That's a bit like Drew not knowing the eye colour of
Well,
his
like
son.
I've only heard him be called Deck. Like
I can't imagine
I
his
don't
name
like.
is
I'm
just
not
Deck.
like. I see
Deck,
I
Deck.
see my cousin on like certain occasions.
Is
So,
that the one that's like
it's-
about the same age as me and Drew? That one.
No.
I just think the first word.
La. Why did you just go like this? Nah.
I don't know.
Nah.
La.
No.
I don't know. No, I only see her on like certain occasions. Mostly like
Whenever you want to
Boxing
show off your
Day.
black hole eyes.
Well, no, they just don't live like the closest. It's like whenever I see her,
Where do they live?
but like I'm not gonna say where they live.
Well, you don't have to say that's the road.
It's
What's
like
the county?
it's like by Breen, so it's still like by us.
Oh,
but
okay.
it's like,
Right. I thought you
no,
meant they
but
live
it's
very
not
far.
like, no, it's not like
they
down
live-
the road.
They live real far away. Where do they live?
No.
Near Breen.
No,
Just for
it's
anybody
not
that
like
doesn't
down
know.
the road.
For anybody that doesn't know, that's like 10 miles from Imogen's house.
That's not like down the road.
I don't
though.
even reckon it's 10 miles from your house. I reckon it's like 8 miles from your
It's
house.
not even like down the road though, and like they have like lives and everything. I'm not gonna see
They
them
live
all
really
the
far
time.
away. Where do they live? Breen. It's like meanwhile we're like talking to Drew who lives like what? Like over 100 miles away from us.
Yeah,
Like,
you guys are just so mean. Honestly, this isn't the point. I just don't see them that often. I'm pretty sure he is
yeah.
like a Declan. I think.
I'm pretty sure he's
I don't know. I'm gonna check his Instagram now.
Hello,
because I don't
I'm
know.
Declan.
Why are we talking about my cousin's fiance now?
Hello, I'm
Just talking
Declan.
about him.
Nice to
Bless
meet
him.
you. Yeah. Shout out to Declan anyway.
I
Respect.
have no idea.
Respect, brother. What do you think of Imogen's black hole eyes?
Oh, he probably doesn't remember it. Thank God. I'm praying that the fact that he does, hopefully, doesn't remember it. So.
Have you ever seen like those like videos and stuff, and it's like, what does your eye colour say about you? And
Yes, I love those.
Yeah, but like, does it? I mean, surely that's just rubbish, right?
It's like the ones where, like, on TikTok, you wouldn't know because you don't have TikTok, but where
You
like,
said that like we weren't cool enough to have TikTok.
yeah, you're not. When like, they do like your initials and what they mean, and it's
Yeah, so
like,
that's rubbish,
and
isn't it?
it's like random
It
initials
means
put
your
together.
mum
It's like
called you
I,
something.
it's like I plus like M, and then it's like you're star-crossed lovers. You're meant to be, but you're never going to be. And it's like, oh my god, what? And it's like random ones, but I'm always looking for my initials with different things, and I'm like, oh my god, which one's my soulmate?
I think stuff like that. It's like it is like a bit harmless fun, isn't it? But I think
Yeah.
it's really weird to like.
It's always made by
So I mean,
like
to take
5-year-olds.
it
They're
like
not
too
5-year-olds,
seriously.
Like 8-year-olds.
There's an eye thing that there's an actual specialist that will like the lady was telling us about it as well, where they'll like be able to read into your eye and tell you stuff about your health and that. And I thought that was like, you know how like everything's related in your body.
Yeah.
So they could
Like if you're really tired, you'll look a bit stoned, like you've got bloodshot eyes or whatever.
Yeah, the whites of your
Me.
eyes, or like she could see the collagen streaks in it, I guess. Like that shit. Like there's like a lot of and stuff, but. There's these specialists that are like eye specialists
Why are
that
you
can
breathing
diagnose
so heavily?
other things, diseases and stuff through your eyes, and I'm like, that's pretty mad. But I quite like their like fingerprints as well. Like no one's got the same eye, you know.
Yeah.
I've got a random like
It is
different
with little
fingerprint.
streaks and
Like
stuff.
out of all my fingerprints are normal, and then like my thumb's just like a different fingerprint.
Well, no, you do
Like-
have a different fingerprint. on
No,
each
like
side.
no, like I mean like
Um,
look at my fingers there. Like my thumb's got a different one to my
Your thumb's quite
What
unique.
do you think so?
my
I
thumb's got
kind
like,
of know what she means. For a second, I thought
like-
she was just being daft, but she's got like lines, like different sort of like lines that don't look like a fingerprint in her thumb. It almost looks like
I can't even show you.
it almost looks like little scars or
Scars.
something. Looks like little scars or something. But if it's not actually a scar, then I think that's quite intriguing.
No,
It's like that
it's
palm
not a
reading
scar.
thing about the lines on your
Yeah,
hands. And
like
what
when
that
you're gonna
means in your
die and
life
how many
and
children
stuff,
you're gonna
and,
have and stuff like that.
It would be cool if I like the romance of it. But
Yeah, I like the romance. Yeah, I think we like as humans, we just like patterns, don't we? We like the idea that there's like a pattern and a meaning and everything, and that's like there's like a correlation there, rather than it just being like random information for our brains
I
to
remember I was
perceive.
gutted though when I went at the fair. I actually went and got my palm read from like the woman there.
You're gonna
And
die.
like, I was like, oh, you know, she's going to say about my future and that. And she just looked at my palm and she was like, yeah, it's not good life. It's not a bad life.
That's because she
like,
didn't
it's
know
not-
she was
She
faking
was
it.
like, I've seen people with death in their hands, but then I've seen people like that are like going to be like millionaires and that. And, you know, and she was like, it's not good. It's pretty normal really. And I was like, cheers.
So you paid
Like,
money.
That depressed me for
You-
the rest
you
of
paid-
my
That's
life.
because she
Like-
doesn't know what she was doing. She
You
was
paid
faking
money
you. She
for
just
some
wanted
random woman to
money.
be like, yeah, all right, I guess, and then that was it.
Do you know they got pictures of all the famous people they've palmed
Yeah.
and that all outside? I'm like, oh yeah.
But it
I'm
makes
gonna-
me laugh
I'm gonna
'cause
learn something
It
about
makes me laugh
myself
though
here.
because the famous people, it's always like Pat Butcher from EastEnders. Do you know what I mean? Or like, so it's never like somebody that's like genuinely like wow, No offense to Pat
Yeah.
Butcher, but do you know what I mean? It's always like, yeah, like
He's gonna come out and find you now.
yeah, Pat Butcher's gonna just track me down and kill me. Pat Butcher from EastEnders, or like, yeah, or
Speaking of my psychic.
there'll be like one celeb from EastEnders, one celeb there from Corrie, and then like
Yeah.
I don't know, you know what I mean? It's like oh right, so it's just like
And
random.
then like
soap
one
opera
like
people.
actual like proper like impressive one. I
Maybe.
don't know why I said like so much then. One like
And then,
wait.
some, like really like impressive one like. Should we carry on our friendship test?
Oh my god, yes!
Let's
Oh
do
my god,
it.
I forgot about that.
Let's do it.
Glad you remembered.
I'm intrigued to see what these questions
So
are.
I came back with different questions because the warm up round was so boring.
Yeah, the warm up round as well. I feel like they weren't like they were quite like the answers you could give weren't necessarily like specific enough.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
hopefully
mean?
these ones will be a bit better. I've came up with them myself, so
Oh,
please
really?
be nice.
Oh wow, there's Imogen's.
They are simple ones though.
Personalised. personalised questions.
But it'll be funny if you don't get them. But I've got a forfeit, so I'm going to keep points. So you got to give me. Let me.
Do you want to like?
me,
forfeit?
me
What
point.
happens with a forfeit?
So
do
You've got
it
to
to
do
embarrass.
so
It's embarrassing.
Imogen
and
has to
funny.
like get one of us to do something.
Whoever loses has to do something funny and embarrassing.
Okay. And I think just to make it fair as well, I think you should decide who answers first because then it's fair.
Okay, yeah.
And not that I think that's
But I'll
necessarily
get you
an
to both
advantage,
get your
but
answers.
I
I
think
need you
that-
to both have your answers ready, so I know that you're not changing it. But
Okay.
don't say something that'll say the answer to like, for like you for some like Drew. So like you can't say something
Okay.
about yourself that would
Okay.
give him a clue.
Okay.
Okay. Are we ready?
I'll do my best.
We'll start off with. These are gonna. I didn't really put them in an order, so
That's
I'm
fine.
just gonna go from the top. How did you guys become friends? So I want you guys to think about the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me when you've got your answer.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know it?
Yeah.
Andrew, do you know your answer?
No.
You don't know.
I know the answer. I know the answer.
What?
How?
So how did you become friends? That was the question, wasn't it?
So when do you want me to answer?
So do you want to answer yours now?
Yeah, but how do we know that Drew won't just copy my answer? I mean, he said that he doesn't know, but what if...
Because like I'm gonna do like a thing where you're gonna say what you think it was. Drew can say what he thinks it was.
How
Should
would,
I go first then? If you're
Okay,
really
yeah.
sure?
yeah, but
You
how
can- you
how
can
how,
go first
how
then,
would
Drew.
how would we prove though which one
Unless
is
you
right?
well, unless
Do you
you
know what I
write
mean?
it, unless you write it down. Write it down in your notes app. I'll say
Okay.
the questions,
Okay, I'll do that.
and then you write them down in your notes app.
I'm doing it.
You ready? So that's number one.
Okay,
And then-
sorry, give me a second. I can't write that fast. I'm still getting my notes up.
What are they like?
Oh no, I can't remember.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Question 2 is what year did you become friends?
Easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready for the next question?
Yeah.
Are you ready, Drew?
No.
Oh my god. He's gonna find these hard, isn't he? He wants to go back to the questions of like, what's your favourite food? Oh, great. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm ready. now.
Ready? Okay, next question is what is the other person's mother and father and siblings, if they have siblings,
Mhm.
names?
Okay. Easy.
You ready?
Wait a minute.
I got a big family.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Some longer names.
I'll give you a second. We need like waiting music.
So just mum, dad, and siblings. Yeah.
Mum, dad, and
Okay, cool,
siblings.
done.
Yeah, so like immediate family.
Yeah. Okay.
Ready for the next question?
Yeah.
Question number 4. What year did the other person get married?
Okay.
Like the date. Like when did they get married?
Mhm.
So like year, day and month if you can, but at least the year.
Drew kind of should remember and shouldn't remember all at the same time.
Great. Oh my god. I'm trying to number the questions so I remember which one I've asked in which order.
Mm-hmm.
The concentration. Ready for the next question?
Wait. Almost. How fast do you think I can type? Right.
So fast.
Okay, I'm ready. Yeah.
Number 5. What is the other person's child's birthday?
Oh, that's really hard.
His one's like a recent one, I swear. You should know this.
Yeah, I know, but come on. I've had years to remember most people's birthdays.
I don't even know if I know.
There you go.
So I suppose nobody will get a point.
He doesn't remember his mum's birthday half time. I know that. Oh man, this is super hard. This is super hard. I'm just trying to think back, like, what sort of weather was it when Drew was like, oh yeah, I've had my kid. Like, was it winter, summer, spring, or autumn?
Winter.
The thing is, I can't even really remember. Do you know what I mean? I remember you went on like paternity leave for a few weeks. Do you know what I mean? But I can't really remember the ins and outs. Oh, I feel like. Oh, wait a minute. I feel like I might have just either my brain is making something up just completely, or I feel like I might have just realised something. I won't be able to get the day, but I'm like half confident.
Try for the day. If not, just do the month and the year.
Okay.
But like try and get the full birthday. Well, yeah, obviously. Why would you not have the year? That's part of it. Like mine's October 19th, 2007.
Okay, I definitely know the year. And I think I might know the month. I'm going to say this month or that month, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
So, number 6 is, when is the other person's birthday?
Okay, I know this.
So this one should be a bit easier.
Drew doesn't know mine. But I know his.
Okay, maybe it's not that much easier then.
I say, he's literally had 25 years to know this.
What a fake friend, Drew.
So
I've never it's not like I've ever had to revise it. It's the same time every year. So it's like after a while, it's even embedded in my awful brain, you know? Drew's like, my awful brain is even more awful. He'd remembered if it was like a really intricate guitar chord.
Yeah.
Or if it helped him with like music production. His brain was like, we will remove this information to make room for information on near-death experiences, how to work music programs, and scales.
Are you ready for the next
and
one?
And luthier knowledge. Yeah, go on.
Are you ready, Drew?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so question number 7. We've got 15 questions, by the way. So question number 7 is, what's the other person's middle name?
Okay, this is easy.
Drew's like, I don't think it is.
I think I've remembered. But it could be Josh's.
They're quite different. I say they're quite different names, mine and Josh's. But like, I don't know. They are. They're not remotely similar, apart from the fact that they're names.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're
not
not the same letters, and they don't even begin with the same letter or anything like that.
Ready?
Yeah.
What's the other person's favourite childhood memory?
How would we know this?
Of each other. Do it together then.
Our favourite childhood memory of each other?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got plenty to choose from, hasn't he? Let's face it. Me F5ing him multiple times. I'm joking.
Why are you saying it out loud?
I'm joking. That's obviously
it might be the real answer.
That's a wrestling.
This might be reverse psychology.
That's a wrestling move. Oh, wait a minute. We've had an SOS. We've literally had a piece of, like, a letter put under the door that says SOS. So we're going to have to stop for a second. We'll be right back, guys, okay? I'm intrigued. Welcome back to Pandora's Box, everyone. Sorry about that little break. Some important work documents have been misplaced. But alas, it's nothing to do with us, and we couldn't find them. So we're going to get back on with these questions now. So we're doing the friendship test. Me and Drew are doing the friendship test here on PB. Me and Drew have known each other for a quarter of a century, 25 years. We're going to see who knows more about the other one.
Yep. So I think you guys have had plenty of time to think about that last question.
Yep, definitely. I put down my answer.
Which was the favourite childhood memory of each other. So the next question number 9. Mm-hmm. So we've got this one and then 6 more to go. Mm-hmm. This is, what's the other person's biggest fear? Only one.
What's the biggest fear?
Mm-hmm. they're writing it down in their notes, and then we're
I
gonna
think I got that
do
one.
it later. We're gonna afterwards. We're gonna go through and see, and the forfeit is for whoever gets the least amount of questions right.
I'm just trying to think. What's Drew's biggest fear? Drew's quite like jumpy, but it's not necessarily anything in particular. It's just if you sort of go like,
That would be funny if he jumped then.
oh, Drew's just like yeah, Drew's like jumpy, but I don't know. I can't necessarily think of like something in particular that would make him jump. Or like, do you know what I mean? I'm just trying to remember if he's ever been like, yeah, this in particular really scares me. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Is he the one that doesn't like clowns?
I'm gonna put. I know what I'm gonna put.
I swear, one of you two, or like Nathaniel, didn't like clowns. Or am I just?
Yeah, do you know what? I think you might be
joking?
right in that, but I don't think it's Drew.
Well, there's only one way to see. Come on out here.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I put my answer.
Are you
I'm
ready,
ready.
Drew?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Question number 10
Mhm.
is does the other person have any allergies? List as many as you know.
Okay.
Silence. I love this. So awkward. I don't know how to like fill up the silence for you. There's not really much I can do. Yeah. I don't have any allergies. You know what? I'll answer the questions in the meantime.
Yeah. What are yours? Yeah. That's would be quite a nice thing to do, actually.
I have got like basically no allergies. Well, maybe one. I'm like got sensitive skin, so I break out sometimes with certain stuff and it like makes my face really sore.
Like what sort of stuff would set off your skin?
So I used a snail face mask the other day.
Snail.
A snail face mask.
Ugh.
I know. And
It's gross.
it made my face like absolutely sting and like red, and it felt like my face was on fire, so I took it off. I've had like an allergic reaction
Don't put
to
snails on
certain
your face.
like certain laundry detergent as well, so I just hit myself in the face. That actually kind of really hurt. Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
No, I'm fine. Yeah, I've had reaction to that. As for the last question, what's my favourite childhood memory? Finding out I was going Disneyland Paris, probably. That was quite fun.
Nice.
Are you guys ready for the next
Yeah.
one? Yeah, you ready, Drew?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, question 11 is, if they could only eat one food forever or only listen to one song, what would they choose?
Do we have to answer both of those questions?
Yeah, so what one they would
Right.
choose, and like out of the two options, and out of the one you've chosen,
So
like what
you could take
item
this
it
two
is.
different ways, though. You could see it like as what Drew would just most enjoy eating, or what he, if he was being a bit more sensible, like, well, I'd like to eat this, but it's probably better if I have this, and I also really like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So which do you want us to answer? Like what we would eat? Because
Just in general, just what's something that if he was choosing,
if it was purely for taste.
if it was purely just because he just
Purely
wanted,
for taste.
like something that he would want to eat.
So
like
not
the whole
necessarily like
rest of his
because
life.
like he likes it and he knows it would actually be best for him strategically.
No, just in general.
Just
what
like
he,
if it
what
was
he likes.
Purely taste.
Yeah.
Purely
Yeah,
for
so
taste.
taste.
Okay.
But you've also got to decide if it's like if it's the song he'd rather only listen to one song for the rest of his life so he can eat anything, or whether he'd rather only eat one thing so he could listen to anything. You've got to decide that as well.
Sorry, I have to decide whether he
Yeah, so
only
it's
want
like
to
a
listen
would,
to one
it's
song
like a
for the
would
rest
you
of his life,
rather.
or whether he'd rather only eat one food for the rest of his life.
Yeah, and then decide what that
Okay.
one song or what that one food is. Mine would probably be only eat one food, to be fair, because I don't really like many foods anyway, so I might as well just stick
Yeah,
to
you're
one
very
food.
fussy, aren't you?
Yeah, I'd rather listen to a lot of music because I get bored of listening to songs over and over again. But the food would probably be spaghetti, to be fair. I quite like spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spaghetti is banging.
I love spaghetti. I don't think I've ever got fed up of spaghetti bolognese. So that would probably be my option.
I'm done, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Are you done, Drew?
Me too.
Yeah. Okay. Question number 12 is, if they could travel to one place but they have to stay there forever, where would they go?
Sorry, what was that?
If Calum could only travel to one place, but he had to stay there forever, where would he choose to go? Anywhere in the world. Has to be a real place, though.
Let me think.
There's like so many different ways you can go about this question though, because like I'd want to go like North
I mean,
Pole. 'Cause that's
I can certainly narrow it down.
Or I'd wanna go Dubai.
I know where he definitely wouldn't want to go, but specifying it as exactly one place, that's different. There's a couple that are in my mind, but I've never heard him say definitively like, this is where I'd like to live more than anywhere else, you know?
Yeah. Just take a guess. I mean, you can always do top 3 if you think. Do top 3 and then like we'll see like closest answer. Mine would probably be like
because I'm sure there's
Spain
several places that me and Drew
Italy.
would both be happy living.
Yeah.
In, do you know what I mean?
Mine would be America if it was safe and if I was a teenager because that American high school experience.
Yeah.
Spain, just because I like Spain. That could be any of them, like Canary Islands, anything like that. Anything Spanish, just because I like the sun and the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Or probably like either somewhere in Italy or somewhere in Greece.
Okay.
Just because they're very pretty places and I just like them. So that would be my ones, probably.
I think that I can answer this.
Or somewhere nice in England, to be fair.
I think that I've definitely the places that I've put 3 places for Drew. 2 of them I know for a fact that he would really like. The other one, even if he hasn't necessarily thought of it himself, which I'm sure he has done, I know that he definitely would really like living there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Just from obviously knowing what he likes and stuff and what his personality's like. So and taking lots of other things into account as well. But anyway, we'll see.
Are you ready, Drew?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay, next question is, if they could be part of one franchise, what would it be? Movie, game, film, TV series, any franchise, but only one of them. Or one.
Is it a franchise?
Franchise.
Yeah, so like the Avengers or Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings or
so any like film franchise.
Vikings, Last Kingdom.
He's basically giving you a hint to the ones that he would want to
No,
be part of.
these are all just things that me and Drew have watched, over the years,
Mine would probably be either Vampire Diaries. No, I'm not even including that, to be fair. Just Stranger Things. Mine would be Stranger Things.
Is Vampire Diaries like vampires that sort of make out?
No, it's like vampire. It's like it's just good. It's like set in a place called like Mystic Falls, and it's got vampires, humans, werewolves, witches, and all these different. It sounds really bad, and like hybrids, which are like werewolves mixed with vampires, and it's like about. I don't know how to explain it. It sounds bad when I say it like that, but it's a really good like TV show. It's like really worth the watch if you like supernatural stuff.
Right.
It's really good. But it is obviously a bit of a romantic one because it's like a teen like romance thing.
Right.
But it's like all from like Stefan, which is one of the main characters.
Okay.
But it's also like which brother will they choose? It's like is Elena going to go with Damon or Stefan?
Okay.
And they're brothers.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's great.
Right. I've put my answer. Not like ridiculously confident with it, but I definitely. I mean, yeah.
That's fine. You've got plenty of questions to get all the points. So, are you ready, Drew?
Yeah.
Okay, so question 14, which is the penultimate. We have got, say a joke, and if it doesn't make them laugh, it's minus points. So I want you guys to, think of a joke, write it down, and then when it gets to that question, you've got to say it to the other person, and if it doesn't make them laugh, then you'll lose points.
Okay. Might take me just a second though.
But I might make this one the last question. So if you think about this one now, this will be question 15. Because I've just thought that'll probably be the best for a last question because the other one's just a little bit boringer. So think about that question. That's question 15. Question 14 will be what's one bucket list of the other person? One thing that would be on their bucket list.
Many things.
What's one that would be on my bucket list?
Many things.
I think what's one thing? Just traveling the world. I think would be on my bucket list. Just going everywhere. It'd be quite cool. I'd get really tanned, and I like tanning. So, and the sea, and buildings, and people, and animals, and food, and music.
Right. And then
it's the joke.
The second one. So there's something that immediately comes to mind, but I feel like it's not really the most sophisticated joke, but it's quite just hilarious.
If you think it will make him laugh, then it can be a joke. It can
I think
be like
I
a
think
phase,
it would make me
anything.
laugh. I think it would make me laugh, but
basically it's just to try who can make the other person laugh.
I feel like in some ways Drew's more serious than me. So
oh, there you go.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, even though people probably wouldn't think it.
Yeah, man. I don't even laugh at when I watch stand-up comedies and that. Or
I
like
don't
stand-up
either.
Things. I find it hard. Yeah, for the or TV program. Or do you know what I mean?
I
Like,
don't
when
laugh
you
at
hear,
them
like,
either.
No, But then things. What makes
Drew
me
himself
laugh
is so
when
comical
something-
that it's taken up all of
natural
his.
in the moment. That,
No
do you know
one's
what I
as
mean?
funny
Like,
as
that
him.
You don't expect.
No one's
Like,
as
that's
funny
what-
as him, so he doesn't see the
He
humour in anything.
He just laugh.
Yeah. That everything just pales in comparison.
Just give it a go. Just if you think you're funny. Then
If you think you're funny, then give it a go.
yeah. Are you guys
Come and have
ready?
a go if you think you're hard enough.
Are you guys ready to say your answers?
I haven't put the joke yet. I'm just sorry because I was trying to see
Your joke.
if. Okay, I'm just gonna put down the real silly one.
I'm not very good at thinking at jokes. I have like a funny joke, but I don't think you guys would laugh at it, and it's not really
Okay.
radio appropriate. So
I would definitely laugh at it, especially if it's not radio appropriate, because the more
I think you just go ugh.
the more controversial. No, I love dark humor. I love it.
Okay.
Wait. Still. I'd be really interested to see what Drew's put down as a joke, because Drew's not really like he doesn't like tell jokes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I have too much eyebrow gel on my
Another
eyebrow
joke,
right now.
please.
My eyebrow's really hard and I don't like it.
Drew's certainly funny, but most of the time when Drew's funny, he doesn't even mean to be. That's which is kind of why it's so funny when he. You know what I mean? It's like, in a way, that's the thing about you, Drew. I've had philosophical thoughts about this before. In some ways, you actually.
He thinks about you late at night, Drew.
I think about him when I think about Drew late at night in my bed with my lube out. No, definitely not. Imagine
That's
that.
his magazine.
No. Like, in some ways, the funny thing about Drew is he might in some ways be literally like my most serious mate, but at the same time he's so just silly and funny. But I think the thing that makes him so funny is that he so often doesn't mean to be, which is why. And I definitely think that Josh would agree with me on that. Like, do you know what I mean? It's always like, oh man, like, oh what's wrong, man? Oh, I've done this, and then it's like. Do you know what I mean?
Like the awkwardness of it.
Or
the awkwardness of how I feel inside for just something stupid that's happened.
Or like you've done something which, like, even though you're an intelligent guy, you just haven't thought something through, and it's kind of obvious that whatever bad thing ended up happening was going to happen, but you've done it anyway. And as just like a guy mate, you're just like, mate, that is hilarious. I can't believe he's done that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, just like all of your hilarious stories to do with how do I describe this on the radio with a way that you would understand but other people wouldn't. Do you already understand what I mean just from me saying that?
Yeah.
I like you're like, yes, don't say anything more, Calum. Yes, move on.
Yeah, be
move
quiet.
Like college sock motorway. There we go. I'll just say that.
In college,
like,
when I printed something off, and there was this guy in our music group, and he like really, he was quite chavvy, but he was really sound.
Yeah.
And like I thought he was just in the library, just sitting there on the computer, and I'd like printed out this picture of me and Josh like doing something like that, just like on this weird like picture we had. And I just went up and I put it in front of in front of the guy that was like in our music group and that, and then he was just and then he just stared up at me, and it just wasn't that guy, and it was just
I love that.
So you thought you were sat next to the completely wrong guy, and then this like guy that you didn't even know, you're just suddenly like just slipping in this bit of paper, and it's just you and your mate that he doesn't even know, just going.
Imagine his side of the story. Imagine his like thing is like, oh, there's some weird guy in like college, and he just like randomly slid me a picture of him and his mate making a weird face.
Imagine like to him, he must have thought like that guy is really weird. He must have like.
because the guy I thought it was would have thought it was weird, but it's like I knew him.
But you knew him enough that he would have been like, "That's weird, man."
Oh, it's just them. It's just those weirdos. In the
Whereas-
and this was just a complete random chav.
That guy must have like whenever he saw you in college, he must have been like staying away from that guy.
Yeah,
That guy's a freak. That guy's a freak.
I love that. Are you guys ready to see who's winning? Get the points.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Okay. Question 1 was, how did you guys become friends? So I'm gonna get Calum to answer this one first.
Okay. I was having lunch in the first term of year 7 back into and Drew came up to me and said, "Do you like my picture of my Subaru?" And I went, "Yeah, it's all right." And then he came and sat next to me. I think I was just having like a plate of chips, and then we just started chatting. And then for some reason we just hit it off. And then by the time that Josh joined Haygrove, because Josh was in Chiltern for the first term of year 7, by the time Josh had started after Christmas, me and Drew were already really good mates. And we must have been because I'd already told Drew about Josh and Josh about Drew and blah, blah, blah. And they were like sort of excited to meet each other. So me and Drew were clearly already really good mates by that point.
Yeah. And Drew, did you get the same answer?
I just put L.
So our tutor group was L.
Oh, okay. So free tutor.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of right, but it's not very specific, is it?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
And like,
Maybe Calum gets bonus points for
the only two friends
specific.
I can remember meeting for the very first time, like randomly, is like Josh, because it was like it was like his first
Christmas
day,
term,
we were
yeah.
all sitting down.
It's like it'd been built up.
All sitting.
I'd built up. I'd been the hype man.
all
I'd been the hype man for it.
Yeah, and we were all sat down like at registration, and everyone was already there. And for some reason, like Josh was a bit later than everyone else, so everyone was already there in the tutor group. And Mrs. Frost was like, "So we have someone new starting today," and opened the door and was like, "Has anyone got a spare seat that's next?" And I went, "You can sit here, miss." And I remember I said that, and that was like the first time I ever met Josh or anything. Like, you know, like so it's just like the situation was more of a like situation where it's like you remember that because it's like. It was like
it wasn't like random.
Someone introducing someone at the front of class, but it wasn't like a random, like, you know, like an interaction you would have in a break and stuff. And then for the other one, randomly that I remember is do you remember that? I can't even remember his second name now, but there was someone in our class called Lewis
Gibbons.
Is it Gibbons?
Yeah, Lewis Gibbons.
Lewis
Yeah.
Gibbons. Yeah.
Really like pale blonde hair and
like,
blue eyes.
I think he was my first ever friend in L.
Yeah.
Because basically I moved down and I didn't have like one friend like I didn't know anyone from the school or anything like when I lived up north and we literally moved like a few days before school started.
Yeah.
Like I moved to my nan's, and like he was just I had a bottle of milkshake and I remember I put the milkshake like on the chair next to him and I was like, "Can you save that a minute? Save that seat a minute." And that was like my way to like
Drew was like so hilarious with his way of making mates. He's like putting milkshakes down in front of people. He's like showing people pictures of Subarus, like all of Drew's little like methods.
Showing pictures of
I
himself.
remember drawing Subarus. I couldn't remember that specific one of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I think that's the
showing
first
it
time
as
that
my in.
we
But
actually.
I must have had my ins.
I expect we'd like said like hello to each other in passing, but that was the first time we ever actually like had a proper interaction. Was Drew being like, "Do you like my picture of my Subaru?" And I was like, "Yes, all right, mate."
So that's how
And in my head, I was like, I was thinking.
So that's how
It's a
you
bit
became
weird,
friends.
Yeah, and in my head I was thinking.
So did you guys both put that down?
No, Drew just put L
No, I
because
just
that was
put-
our tutor group, and
yeah,
I put
like,
Drew
as in
coming up to
tutor.
me and saying, "Do you like my picture?" Which
Yeah,
is
I
a
didn't get a point
specific
for that one.
interaction.
I
So
think
I
you
think
get
that
extra points for.
I
being
think
specific.
Drew's not wrong, so I think that Drew should get a point.
Yeah.
But I think because of mine specific, maybe I should get 2 points.
You get 2 points because you're specific, and Drew gets 1 because he's right.
Okay.
What year did you become friends? What did you put, Drew?
2002.
And what did you put, Calum?
Drew's memory is like so hilariously
What did you
bad.
put, Calum?
2001. It was 2001.
Okay.
Ah.
I like that Calum's the one I have to ask to see if it's right or wrong.
I
love how Drew's like, "How old were we when we were 11?" Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like we were 11 in year 7, and we were born in 1990, mate. So it's easy to do the maths.
I was like, I was looking back at like what year it was we went to college and that. I should have just like thought of my age.
Yes, you should have, Drew.
Do you know what I mean? I
Yes,
was
you
like trying
should.
to work back from college. Like, oh, we were in college at 2007.
Mate, you're trying to do
What
like
was it?
in complex equations rather than it's like
Oh
simple.
my
It's
God.
like Bless you, Imogen. It's like we started school in 2001. We were born in 1990. We were 11.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
I
mean?
remember it was 2001 though. But then I do. Obviously, you're 11 years old. So
Yeah.
I should have
Yeah.
done it.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, either way, whichever's easier.
So I was a
Anyway,
year out. Dang.
Ready for question 3?
so has Drew got 1 point so far, and I've
Drew's
got 3.
got 1 point and you've
So
got
I've
3.
got okay.
So Callum, what is Drew's mother, father, and if he has siblings' names?
His mum's called Karina.
Yep.
His dad's called Glenn, and his sisters
Yep.
are called Savannah and Sherelle.
Is that correct, Drew?
Yeah.
Perfect. Then
And-
you've got. I'm giving you 1 point because otherwise you get like loads of points.
Okay, sure. Yeah, because that'd be unfair. Because he's got an extra sibling to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul,
Okay.
Lisa, Sam.
Perfect. And Drew, what was Callum's ones?
Paul, Lisa, Sam.
I like how he didn't say Paul, Lisa, and Sam. He goes, Paul, Lisa, Sam. Like he's foreign or something. Paul, Lisa, Sam.
Assuming that's correct.
Yeah, Paul.
Yeah.
That's my dad. Lisa's my mum, and my brother's called Sam. Yeah.
Okay.
Paul, Lisa, Sam. So we both get a point for that, yeah.
Yeah.
So
both
what is
of you
it?
get
So
points.
it's 4-2.
4-2.
Right.
We're on to question 4. When did you get married? Drew, when did Callum get married?
May 2025.
Is that correct?
Mate, no. Way off, Drew. What are you on about, mate? Drew, are you even living on this planet? Are you even living on this planet? Drew, 2025 was the year that just
That was
happened,
last
mate.
year.
That was the year that just
I
happened.
thought it's when it just happened.
Drew, that like, you know when me and Em got legally married and we were like in
Yeah.
the registry office and then went to
I
that
thought
part.
that was that was like summer this year.
No,
just
dude,
gone.
that was 2024, mate. That was 2024.
Oh,
That was
that's
like
a whole year more.
that was October 2024. You know when you got wasted and everything and all the rest of it, you got absolutely hammered and yeah, mate. That was
Yeah.
October 2024, mate.
Callum, when
Oh,
did Drew
man.
get married?
Drew isn't married yet, but he's been engaged for several years.
When did he get engaged then?
Do you know what? I'm actually not overly confident with this. I would say, right. So he started seeing Meg a couple of months before we went into lockdown.
There's no one in the
Lockdown.
house. Can I just
Yeah.
get the door set?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Go ahead. So
You won't know if he's wrong or not.
I'm
Quickly
just trying
check
to think.
Facebook.
So I reckon Drew and Meg started dating around January or February 2020,
Yeah.
right? And they got engaged quite soon on. I'm gonna guess that it was 2021. So we'll have to wait until he's
We'll have
back.
to wait until he's back to know
This
if
is
it's
like
right or not.
this is the anticipation
Suspense.
now.
Oh my god, is Callum getting
Because
it right?
they were going to get married, like, you know, sort of about 6 months after they got engaged, and he asked me to sort out his stag.
Yeah.
So I sorted it out and everything. So I was like, we were going to go up to the Highlands of Scotland, well, Loch Lomond in Scotland,
Yeah.
and we were going to go like out on kayaks. And I was like, I arranged this like we were going to buy kilts and everything, and we
That'd
were
have
going
been fun.
we were going to have like a wrestling tournament and in like by the lot, like all this like stupid stuff.
Yeah.
But if I had
Sorry
to.
about that.
That's all right, man. No worries. I was going to say, if I had to guess, Drew, and I feel like I'm not that confident on it, but I'm fairly confident enough. I think that you and Meg got engaged in 2021. Drew's like, I don't know.
Is that correct?
Yeah, because well, I know our anniversary is February.
It's February.
and I think
February
we got engaged.
2020 is when you started seeing each other. Yeah. Is that?
He doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because I remember you
Yeah.
guys started seeing each other right before we went into lockdown, and lockdown was March 2020, and I remember you guys met, hit it off, and then it was all like a bit random, but like you were like, oh, do you want to just like come down and stay with me in my flat? And you were living in Bridgewater at the time, but you guys hadn't even been together that long. So I said to Imogen when you went, I reckon you started seeing each other either January or February 2020, and I said that I reckon you got. Are you all right, mate? Do you need to go and do something or? You look distracted.
Oh, I think it's my nose just breathing. I was thinking I think it was a bell again, but this is so loud. That it's
Mate, it was just really funny. I could just see you like on the camera, and you were like almost like.
He was like dripping
the
out.
bell was ringing again, and it's like a really weird.
That was just your
sound, that
brain,
bell.
mate.
It's just like,
That was just your brain bell. That was just your brain
Yeah.
bell, mate. Yeah, so I was just trying to figure out, and you guys got like engaged relatively quickly, but I don't reckon it was the first year you were actually together. So I would guess 2021.
Drew doesn't know.
yeah, so it's 2020.
Oh,
and,
so you both got
and
it
it was like-
wrong.
That's mad. That was so early.
Dude, it was like 3 months after we got together.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't feel that confident
Which is
about
a
it.
bit mental.
Yeah, I didn't feel that confident about it. That's cool.
Okay,
That's
the
cool.
next question was,
nil point.
when is your child's birthday? So, Calum, when is your child's birthday?
I think that he was born in the
Well, not your child,
summertime.
yeah, his.
Is that right, Drew? Was he born in the summertime?
Yeah.
And I think that he's a Leo star sign. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And so either July or August.
Mm-hmm.
You got to say which one.
I reckon
though.
he was born in. I reckon he was born in August.
What year?
Yeah.
August 2020. Wait. 2024.
Is that correct, Drew? Yeah?
Yeah.
To think then. And Drew, when's Calum's
Yes!
birthday?
That required such intricate thoughts. Do you know how I figured that out? I had this tiny memory. At first I was like, I don't remember that at all. I'm not going to get that. Like, it could be any month, just like a shot in the dark. And then I had this vague memory that I couldn't even remember if it was a real memory of you telling me that he was a Leo like Sherelle. And then you being like, yeah, got 2 rowdy Leos in the family, bloody, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then I think I remember us being like, yeah, he's a lioness, he's a Leo, or whatever. And I thought, well, if he's a Leo, it has to be July or August because, you know, I think is it like 20, it's something like 20th of July to 21st of August or something. And then I didn't know which one it was, but obviously there's more days that Leo's in August than July, so that was purely just like going on mathematical chance.
Full Columbo.
And when's Calum's child's birthday, Drew?
February 2020?
Close, to be fair. March. Is it? She was born in
I
March.
was going to say March.
Yeah, she was born in March.
Do I give it because he got the
Say
year,
March,
or do
'cause
I?
I remember.
I got the month. Hey,
remember-
I got the month and the year.
True.
So do you want to give me 2 points and he gets
I'll
one?
give- yeah.
I was going to say March.
I'll give you 2 points
But-
and I'll give Drew 1.
Are you adding up as you go along?
Yeah,
here?
yeah, I'm
okay, that's
tallying.
cool.
Are we
'Cause
ready for the next
I
one?
tried to work it out because I know it was just before
Lockdown.
lockdown. Like
Mate, it was literally,
just before
mate, it was
lockdown.
2 days before lockdown.
I
That's why it was so stressful for me and
realised
Em.
It was so close before lockdown.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just going to go a little bit further back because I know we locked down in March. So I was going to just go like a little bit further, like
Yeah,
February
that's
into
why it
March,
was.
'cause I knew it was close.
That's
but-
why it was so stressful for me
Yeah.
and Em because it was like 2 days before lockdown, and then not only that, but then
Got
she
a
went into
baby.
hospital with like an infection, and they thought she had sepsis and that, and she was like,
Yeah, and you couldn't go in. I
Yeah.
remember.
and like
Like,
she was
you
like
weren't
on
allowed
this
in and stuff.
medication, and Em just spent like the first couple of weeks of like he was like just basically in bed, like, and I was like, I don't want to be a dad. I was just like trying to do it, like having to do
Yeah.
everything on my own.
Yeah,
It was really stressful.
I bet. Number 6 is when is the other person's birthday? Drew, when's Calum's birthday?
February 7th.
Wrong.
No, January the 21st?
So close.
Ah.
So close. Also, I would like to put out he's had 2 guesses, 2 chances of this. Both are wrong. He was so close though. My birthday is January 22nd.
Oh.
Next to Drew's birthday is 110% the 10th of July, 1990. He was born.
Is that correct, Drew?
Yeah.
I think he's a bit sad. He's like,
I can't even give the point
Yeah.
to Drew because he got it wrong twice.
yeah. You get -1 point.
What is the other person's middle name? Calum, what's Drew's middle name?
Drew Jameson Benjamin Armstrong is his full name.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
I like how Drew looked like he had to check. Like he was like looking at his birth certificate. Is it?
Drew, what is Calum's full name, middle name?
Joseph.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's Josh's middle name, by the way?
Calum Joseph Waite.
Yeah, that's right. What's
Mark.
Yeah, so
Josh.
did you for a second, did you think that I was Calum Mark Waite?
No, I was going to
Mark
say
your weight.
Joseph David. And then I thought, oh, it's Josh's
Calum
David.
Joseph David
I
Waite.
realised it was Joseph David Wynn, and it would be
Ah.
do you know what I mean?
You're like fusing
so
us
I was
all
getting
together.
all mixed up in my head. I knew it was Joseph, but then
Yeah.
like, I was like, is it Joseph David?
Callum
And then
Joseph
I was like,
David
oh,
Wynn
no, it's
Waite.
Joseph David. And I was like,
You're
no,
one big human.
Callum Joseph David Waite.
Callum Joseph David Wynn
That's
Waite.
what I was doing in my head.
Oh mate, I love that. Callum Joseph David Wynn
It's
Waite.
Joseph David Wynn, and you're Joseph.
Oh
so
mate,
it's
that
like,
is so
do you know
funny.
what I
You've just
mean?
like mixed
It's
me and Joe into like
confusing.
one big like
Yeah.
big blob of human. That's a disturbing blob that is me and Joe mixed together.
Drew, what is Calum's favourite childhood memory of you both, do you think?
When I shot him with an arrow.
Is it true? Like, is it enough to give him the point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say I'd give him the point for that.
And Calum, what's Drew's one?
Mine. I would probably say in general. This isn't a specific memory, but it is a specific thing which I think he would have enjoyed the most.
Okay.
I think he just enjoyed coming over to my house to drink booze and party.
Is that correct, Drew?
Oh hell yeah.
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 Because my house
Yeah.
was always like the party house growing up,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
like
and it was like
Drew had a bit more strict parents.
Nothing was off limits, but
Yeah.
my parents were like real strict.
Yeah.
So it made sense.
So Drew would come over and he'd have like a pint of beer. Like we'd get on the tinnies, while we were like watching movies
Love
and stuff like that. Whereas at Drew's house was a bit more regimented and a bit more strict,
that. What is
Yeah.
Drew's biggest fear, Calum?
Erectile dysfunction.
Is that actually?
Yeah, I'll give him that point.
Fair enough.
Because I don't really have many fears of like I don't. Do you know what I mean? But I was thinking.
But he's definitely afraid of erectile dysfunction.
The only thing that I've ever like rang Calum up about,
Was erectile
when we were
dysfunction.
young, it's just like the fear of just like
Mini
I knew
bums.
that because you were like the first one out of our group of mates that like actually got lucky in that, weren't you? And I was like.
Got lucky. I love how he describes it as you're the first one of our mates that got lucky. I love that's such a funny way to
We're
describe
up all
it.
night to get some. We're up all night
To get some. We're up all
Exactly.
night to get some. We're up all night to get lucky.
Andrew, what is Callum's biggest fear?
Being in the ocean and getting in the middle of the ocean and getting eaten by a shark.
Do you know what shark specifically do you reckon?
What shark specifically?
What spark?
Because I know that you might laugh, but it's like only one particular breed of shark that terrifies me. That might sound mental to some people, but it's to me, obviously, where I'm super into animals. The sharks look
Does
very.
he get the point for just the shark in general?
He definitely does.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
but like sharks, different species of sharks look very different, and there's one in particular that really freaks me out because it looks like a demon fish.
You've already got a point. This is for an extra point to guess the type of shark.
Oh, I don't know.
Mate,
that many
just throw a
sharks.
guess. You've already got 1 point. There's nothing. You're not going to get any harm by guessing a breed. You just might get an extra
Doesn't
point.
look like a demon. What
Drew's gonna try and Google demon-looking shark. Don't Google. You have to use your brain. Pal.
Hands in the air, please. Hands in the air.
The only thing I can think of that's coming to my head is tiger shark. But
Nah,
that's
great white
I know
shark.
that's not
Yeah,
right.
obviously
Great
it's
white
going to be a
shark.
great
Great
white
white
shark. Why would it not be? It's a
I mean,
big
that's-
shark.
that's-
I thought
the
that
classic
was too
Jaws shark.
obvious.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I didn't know that. I wouldn't
Drew,
say that looks like a
What's a
demon.
Occam's razor, Drew? Usually, the most obvious
Man,
answer is the correct
This is the
one.
problem with me. Like, I was like, obviously it's not a great white. It's like some weird shark that Calum knows the name of. That looks like
The
a demon
Greenland
fish.
shark.
But
Yeah, the thresher.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Great
thought I
white.
had 10 questions, but I
like,
just lost number 10.
It
No, I didn't.
It wasn't. It was more the ocean of like that.
Yeah,
that great
yeah.
space.
What's
of
that
the
called? Is it
unknown
like
and just,
thalassophobia or something? That fear of almost like being stranded in the ocean every single 360 degrees. You just can't see anything but ocean, and then that sense that there's
and then
something
something
underneath
or
you.
like a
Scary.
giant squid or something.
What about the megalodon?
with the pincer
Oh,
things.
horrible! Yeah, I
Even
hate
scary.
that.
It's like a bigger white.
Yeah, I think it's
great
called
white.
thalassophobia. It's the
Just
fear,
touching your feet.
the fear of being like in the middle of the
Ugh.
ocean with
Like,
nobody.
that's the only fear I've ever heard you talk
It's
about.
mate, it's the only one I really have. That's like an irrational. Well, I say it's an irrational fear. I mean, obviously, it's not irrational in terms of like, yeah, that would be genuinely scary for anybody. But it's like irrational in terms of like, why is it that particularly? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, burning to death would be like a horrible thing. But I'm not like I'm not like particularly hung up about that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Drew, has Calum got any allergies, and if so, what are they?
I said no allergies, but slight asthma when you were a kid.
Is that
Yeah,
true?
yes, yeah, that's true.
Um,
I had a couple of allergies when I was a child, but you just grow out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, just grow
What about Drew, Calum?
I said no. If he does have any, they certainly are not bad, because if they were, then at some point I would have known about it for some reason.
Is that true, Drew?
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
any that I know
Yeah.
of.
Perfect then. That is our 10th question. We've got 5 more questions to go.
Mm-hmm.
If they could only eat one food forever or only listen to one song forever, what would they choose and what would it be?
Who's going first? Me?
Calum.
Okay. I said that Drew would rather eat one food for the rest of his life than listen to one track, because obviously Drew's a musician.
Yeah.
The idea that, and also you got to bear in mind he plays as well. So I assume that, you know, there's no loophole in terms of like you'd be able to play another song, which means he'd only be able to play the same song for the rest of his life, as well as listen to it, which would be like misery for somebody like Drew. So I said that he'd much rather eat the same food for the rest. I know Drew well enough.
Points, by the way.
I know Drew well enough to know that if he had it his way, he'd sit in a studio all day just producing albums and writing songs and making guitars, and he would quite happily do that with a never-ending supply of barbecue-based pizzas. So I've put barbecue-based pizza.
Is this true, Drew?
Yeah, if it was barbecue-based pepperoni pizza, that'd be the one. So there's still a bit of you've obviously got to have a nice like meaty topping.
To be fair, I didn't put
2
pepperoni,
points
but the thing that I always just like, I know from back in the day is that when he worked in Asda for a while behind the pizza counter.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes me remember it so vividly, because I'm sure he obviously already liked it before that.
I used to love.
But he obviously, he'd make the pizza. So he'd make his own pizzas, and he would never put a tomato base. It was always barbecue base. So although I wouldn't necessarily specifically say pepperoni, I just knew it was barbecue based.
Yeah. What about Calum, Drew?
So do I get 1 point for that?
You get 2 points.
Oh, I get 2 points for that. Nice. Yeah. Awesome.
What about you?
Yeah, I would definitely say the food thing over the over listening to the same song over and over again, just because I know how much you enjoy listening to just all different types of music, you know, and you know, and how much you enjoy music. But I would say, food-wise, as long as it's a nice hearty meal of like, say, like a fillet steak with goose fat wedges, a side of whitebait, and an Italian garlic cheese pizza bread with it, that you would happily just
Mate,
eat.
is that true? I feel like yeah. I mean, that's pretty much. I mean, he's made me happy just hearing that. To be honest.
It's nice to think that, like, I think it's nice because it's like, oh, you guys actually know me, even if you don't know like specifically when my birthday is, you still know me as a person, so you pay attention.
To be fair, I've eaten that exact meal with Drew probably about 100 times. Yeah,
I know how much you enjoy that meal.
The last time,
it's quite varied, isn't it? You've got like different stuff to it. It's like, you know what I mean? You got your steak, your wedges.
The last time that me and Drew were both single, like, you know, for like a fairly substantial amount of time together, we used to like, sometimes we'd go to Glastonbury, and there's a really nice Italian restaurant there called Gigi's. Shout out Gigi's. Yeah. And on the menu, they'd have fillet steak and chips, and then they'd have whitebait on the menu. I think it was as like a starter, but I used to ask them to bring out the whitebait as a side with my fillet steak and chips. And nowadays, I always have fillet steak and wedges on a Friday, and we always do the wedges and goose fat. Yeah, fair enough. Bang.
Question 12.
We both get 2 points for
everyone there.
We both get 2 points.
And the Italian garlic cheese bread pizza. Didn't we used to get that as like, we just share that? Like,
that was a feast and a half, mate. Cool. What a feast. Yeah, but they bring it out. It was almost like one of those ones that was more like a pizza.
Oh, I like that. So
it's almost just like a cheesy garlic pizza. Banging.
So it's like a mozzarella, but it's a bit garlic.
But without the tomato, essentially, I guess, and like more garlicky.
If they could only travel to one place, but they have to stay there forever, where would they go? Drew, what was your answer? This is question 12.
I'd say Isle of Man.
Yeah. Bang on. I thought that Drew would probably get that, because I do harp on about it a bit.
Callum, what is Drew's?
And then I said, followed by someone like somewhere like America in the south, like Montana / like Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Montana's not in the south. but other than that, incorrect geographical information. I mean, but yeah, Montana would definitely be one of the places, and also, I'd probably rather live in Montana than Tennessee, just because Tennessee's more built up and it's got a bit more crime.
I wrote it down wrong. I meant Nashville.
Nashville is in Tennessee, so Nashville's in Tennessee.
I more like the jamming and music and stuff.
I think I'd rather live in Montana because it's more rural, it's more naturey. That's where Dr. Mel lives, remember? And she was telling us all about how it's just proper, like, just really rural there. It's like literally, it's like hundreds and hundreds of miles of forest.
Still, like with their perspective and stuff, they were like, someone just like came up to him on a
like, they're like cowboys, mate. Like, that's where Yellowstone is based. So the whole of Yellowstone, that's Montana. So for anybody that's watched Yellowstone that doesn't really know much about Montana, imagine Yellowstone. That's where I'd like to live, like that sort of place. or the Isle of Man. And I with Drew,
Yeah.
I put very similar answers, to be honest, because I think we're pretty similar in this regard.
Yeah.
Drew actually had mentioned to me about 6 months ago, maybe, that he and Meg themselves were considering, just kind of considering moving to the Isle of Man themselves. And Drew also has a grandmother there.
Yeah.
And I think that me and Drew look for the same sort of things in places.
Yeah.
So I've put 3 answers, because you said we could put 3.
Yeah.
I put Isle of Man, Highlands of Scotland, because the Highlands obviously are way less inhabited than the Lowlands.
Yeah.
And Drew is quarter Scottish. I think that he really enjoys his Scottish heritage. Also just becomes more Scottish the more he drinks.
Yeah.
And I think I could just imagine him living in like the high. He also, when him and Meg went on a foreign holiday last, they went to a hot country and they decided that they didn't really like it. And in future, it was just too hot for them. It was too much. They didn't like it. In future, they decided they want to go to cooler places. So that definitely influenced my answers.
Yeah.
So Highlands of Scotland, obviously, it's like cooler climate, similar to basically what we're living in now, maybe just a bit colder. More likely to get snow in the winter, stuff like that. But I think that's all stuff that Drew would love. So I put, Highlands of Scotland, Isle of Man. And I also actually put Montana, because even if Drew necessarily hasn't thought that himself, I know that he would be really happy living there. For the same reasons that I just said, anybody that's watched Yellowstone, I think, you can literally get like acres and acres and acres of land. There's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles of just like untouched forest, rivers, with the wildlife there, whether it's like wolves, bears, just beautiful wildlife, like fresh rivers where you can just fish in and, get your own cattle.
Yeah.
You do some organic growing. I know that would be really important to Drew and his little family set up as like a lifestyle. It's like some sort of like idyllic lifestyle if money wasn't really an issue. So I put Isle of Man, Highlands of Scotland or Montana.
Is that correct, Drew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only one I would add as like a wild card would be like, if I was like crazy and I was single, would be like the jungles of Peru.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
should
have a
have thought
crazy
something like
shamanic,
that.
I could have a shamanic but then with like my responsibilities as a family man now, that's definitely like off the cards altogether.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, sure.
Because that wouldn't be right for them. But
Yeah.
Question 13. If they could be part of one franchise, what would it be? Calum, what would Drew be part of?
This was quite a hard one because I could imagine there'd be several that would he'd like the idea of. I don't really know why I went for this one in particular, but I put Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I think that he would. I was also thinking things like Vikings or Last Kingdom, but I think that maybe he'd enjoy the fantastical element of Game of Thrones. I mean, at the end of the day, Vikings and Last Kingdom, there's like a little bit of a supernatural element to it, but like with Game of Thrones, it's like proper like White Walkers, dragons and stuff. And
Yeah.
I know Drew, around the time of Game of Thrones, Drew liked to sometimes, like, as a joke, like miniature cosplay a little bit as Jon Snow. And yeah. And I just reckon that Drew would like Jon Snow. I just reckon that Drew would like Jon Snow. I reckon Drew would just like hanging out with Jon Snow. No, I reckon Drew would just like the Game of Thrones universe and
Yeah. Is that true?
lots of nice boobies.
Drew?
hell yeah.
Yeah. And Drew,
Yeah,
what do you reckon Calum would
definitely.
want to be part of?
I said Lord of the Rings, because he can literally say he can literally reel off the script of just like the whole movies. So
Are you gonna give him that one?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the one that
Yeah, I'll give him that.
is that was almost like the most I'd say OG favorite.
Yeah.
Of, like, you know what I mean.
It would just be hard for me to. I mean,
all.
all I'd have to decide was whether I was going to join the Riders of Rohan or become like a ranger of the North,
Yep.
like Strider.
Yeah.
This
He's one of them
next
Rangers.
one is the penultimate question.
Mm-hmm.
But the scores are kind of unfair, so I'm going to do for the last question, I'm going to give you bonus points considering the amount
What are the
of
scores so
laughter.
far, just out of interest?
That gives it all away though.
Oh, we're not allowed to know. Okay,
No.
that's fine.
So the second to final question
Mhm.
is, but what was one bucket list thing? Drew, what was one of Callum's bucket list things?
I just kind of made one up that I know would be you'd really enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was have a jam in Nashville, followed by a fat smokehouse T-bone steak, and then a gym session, Strength Untamed.
Oh,
Give him that.
untamed strength. Yeah, I'll give you that
Yeah.
because I
Untamed strength,
don't expect him to be quite as clued up on that stuff
No,
as
no,
me.
obviously
He
not.
knew what he was on about, so he knows what I'm on about.
Yeah. And what about Drew?
I mean, I would. Yeah, I mean, would I like to do that? Hell yeah. I mean, I'd literally like to make that like a reality. I mean, as I said, at some point, I'd like me and Drew to go over to Tennessee because we made some connections there, and the people that we spoke to, especially like Brennan, were like super like, yeah, you need to come over and stuff like that, and we could like record them and even maybe jam and maybe even just get like a one-off little gig there or something. That'd be really cool, and like film it maybe. That'd be awesome. So yeah, that would definitely be awesome. And then add a T-bone steak into that, and then a little trip to Alan Thrall's gym. I mean, that would be like that's like me heaven.
It's you, yeah.
Steak, Southern music. Maybe some beers and then a gym sesh. Oh, hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
And what do you think Drew's would be?
I just said, one off his bucket list would be to make a full-time decent living from music, whether it be playing music or as a luthier or as both.
And is that true, Drew?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And our final question, which I'm going to do a bonus of the points because we are kind of one person is 6 points ahead of the other. So I want to make it more equal. So I'm going to give you like, do I give you like 6 points? What do I do this? Is it like a one for like if Drew wins, he wins?
So basically all the questions.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's kind of unfair, isn't it?
So basically all the questions that came beforehand don't even matter then?
Well, no, because they still need to matter, don't they?
Well, but they're not gonna, are they?
Well, we'll see how I think when I get it. Whoever.
We might as well have not even done those other questions.
What about if it's bonus points if it makes me laugh, as well?
Okay.
So, who wants to go first with this one?
I don't mind. Whatever.
Who wants to go first? Choose between you two. Who wants to go first? Yeah,
Drew? Go first, yeah.
So, have you ever looked down?
This is already making me laugh just because of Drew's face.
Like a mini bum.
Wait, what? What did he say?
Have you ever looked down and thought that a girl's vagina looks like a mini bum? Imogen doesn't look impressed by that. As a woman, she is just like bemused, beguiled. Or beguiled is not the right word actually. She's certainly not beguiled. She's the opposite of beguiled. She's not beguiled. She's repulsed.
I know. I'm like laughing, but in like a what type of way?
This is relevant because when we were much younger, Drew was a more innocent lad.
Oh, I remember the reference you said.
Drew asked me if a vagina looked like a mini bum, and we were in a room full of mates at the time. It was like a party, and we all naturally laughed at Drew.
I remember you saying that.
And then Drew was like, "Why are you laughing?" And then the more he was like, "Why are you laughing?" I think he was a bit like we were all a bit drunk and a bit tipsy and that. But then Drew was all tipsy. He was like, "Why are you laughing? It does look like a mini bum." But as you can imagine, the more he insisted. Like drunkenly that it looked like a mini bum, the more we laughed. But then he took us laughing that we were like disagreeing with it. But it was more just because he was so hilariously insisting and how hilarious the question was of does it look like a mini bum, which is such a comical question.
It's an inside joke then that you need.
It's kind of an inside joke. Yeah. It's kind of an inside joke. And mine's not an inside joke. Mine is a dad joke. Mm-hmm. What do you call a gay dinosaur?
I know that one.
What is it?
Oh, sorry, my phone's ringing here.
Stop.
Sorry, my phone's... He's getting all the distractions. Are any people knocking on his door?
Why is it coming through my PC? Oh, there we go.
No, it's not. We can't hear it, mate.
Sorry.
That's all right, we can hear it.
I could. It was in my headphones as well.
What do you call a gay dinosaur? Megasaurus. She's laughing. Come on, you're giggling a bit. What do you call a lesbian dinosaur? Lickalotopus. Bonus question.
I knew the first one, but I didn't know that.
Bonus joke. See, they're good, aren't they? Come on.
That was a good one, yeah.
Come on, they're good.
That was good. I feel like Drew's would have been funnier if obviously it wasn't made for me to understand, but it would have been funnier if I understood.
Yeah, yours was just more... Imagine from Imogen's point of view, just like... just Drew's there like...
looks like a mini bum.
When you look down...
The whole thing was to make you laugh.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah.
I wasn't thinking about...
To be fair, she didn't...
The joke just for you.
She didn't put the extra wild card of if she
laughs. What if I give Drew a quick bonus? If you can make me laugh right now, then you get an extra 2 points.
Helicopter, no, actually don't do that. So grandmother doesn't.
Oh no! See, that might just shock her. I hate stuff like this. This is like I can't.
The pressure. The pressure. Look at Imogen's like serious face. Can you crack that?
I'd rather lose than try and make.
So you want to lose?
What I mean? Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty.
I like that. So you want to lose? Yeah.
It's pretty easy to make. Just so you know, it's
I
like
would rather
really
lose
easy to
than
make
the
me
pressure of
laugh.
Trying to make someone
No,
laugh
it's really
in the-
easy
in-
to make me laugh most of the time.
I'm just trying to think. How do I?
I mean, Calum makes me laugh all the time.
And if I can do it, anyone can. Because I'm a loser.
I'd rather like slyly make people laugh without meaning to than like try. I think
You
if
sly
try
weasel.
is-
You sly weasel.
Tries
You
to
sly
try.
fox. That's the whole thing about Drew's charm is that like he never tries to make people laugh. He just does make people laugh. Sometimes
Yeah.
it even bothers
I
him.
don't know what I'd do to try. You know, like, do you know what I mean?
Just
That'd
say
be
like a random
That'd
joke
be like
or something.
very-
But Drew doesn't have jokes. He has silliness.
I don't know a joke.
He has.
Do something silly then and see if it. See if it
I like.
makes me
She's
No, I
just.
can't. I
She's
can't
just
do
trying
it.
to
I
turn
can't
Drew
do
into her
it.
court jester. Do something silly for me now. Make me laugh.
Yeah, but just
Make me laugh, or I'm gonna hang you.
What?
She's become like a mental European.
Okay, well,
like monarch.
I guess we've got the scores because Drew's not doing that. So with with 13 points in last place, we have Drew, and with
I'd have been so shocked then if you said me. I'd have been like, what?
and with 19 points, we have Calum. So he's our winner. So Calum gets to choose one of the following forfeits for Drew to do. So I'm gonna say the forfeits, and then Calum can choose which one he wants Drew to do.
Right,
So-
how horrible am I feeling?
They are obviously all appropriate because we've got to be appropriate. So we've got a wall kiss, which is where he has to bend over backwards and then kiss the wall.
I don't know if Drew has the flexibility for that.
There's make a TikTok, like an embarrassing TikTok for the Pandora's box thing.
That would be great.
So it's either a singing one, a dancing one, or a thirst trap.
Oh, I'm sure I would enjoy it anyway.
There's act. So
Thirst trap.
there's
I don't know, you said that like it's really sad. A thirst trap.
then there's act like a cat who just discovered a printer for like a minute.
Right, okay.
Then there's only answer with questions for 1 minute, which would be if we had time left.
Okay.
Speak only using song lyrics for 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Over explain how to make tea like it's rocket science. Bow down to the winner on your knees and say a big speech about how they are the best and how you're so sorry you lost, etc.
That'd be a waste. That'd be pure just narcissistic waste.
Narrate everything.
That sounds like a metal song, narcissistic waste.
Narrate everything you do for the next 5 minutes. Speak only in motivational quotes. For
I
1
already
minute.
know what I want him to do, so can I just
Yeah.
Drew has to make he has to send us, right? So let's say that Drew's got, because I appreciate that he's actually got actual things he needs to do. So Drew has got 7 days from now to send us a 60-minute clip of him dancing to a song of his
60
choice.
minute.
Sorry, 60 second. Imagine that. 1 hour of interpretive dance. Imagine how tired he'd be by the end. He'd be like, "Oh my god, this is like a workout." No, right. He's got 7 days to send us a 60-second clip of him doing interpretive dance to a song of his choice, but it has to be 60 seconds, and it actually has to be like, like obviously you can do whatever you want, but it actually has to be a dance. You can't just like stand there for 60 seconds and just like wave your hand at the end or something. Like it has to be like.
I think you should pick the song.
Okay, I'll pick the song. I'll think of the song.
You pick the song.
Oh, I've already got
And
it.
then send it
I've
to
already
me.
got it.
Oh yeah.
I've already got it. You have to.
Nice.
You have to do a 60-second interpretive dance to "Mother Stands for Comfort" by Kate Bush. Okay.
Mother stands.
It's one of my favourite tracks off the album Hounds of Love, which is my favourite Kate Bush album that was released in 1985.
Nice.
Okay, so that's the forfeit then.
Consider it
So
done.
Yeah,
we'll show it next week. We got to show
it's
it.
one of her most, well, I don't know about most, but it's one of her more like quirky, like, the music for it is quite quirky and it's quite strange, and the idea in my head already of Drew doing a 60-second interpretive dance to that song is freaking hilarious. It's like got some really like unique like slidey bass line and like some like cool piano in there and like weird synthesizer and stuff. Oh, it'll be great.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. So, mate, I'm looking forward.
I'm
to
surprised you didn't get him through the thirst trap TikTok next time he's down.
No, because do you know what? I feel like. Look, to be honest, the dance will make me laugh more.
Ain't nobody want to see that.
If I did that, it would almost just be like, look, I know that he would hate doing that. I would hate doing that. And to be honest, the dance would make me laugh more.
Yeah.
The dance would be great. I can't wait now. I'm like anticipating this 60-second.
Do it on the 7th day.
Amazing dance of him like.
Oh my god! If you do it on the 7th day, it'll be like a birthday. His birthday.
And just to say, Drew, as well. So if you listen to the song, it doesn't necessarily have to be the first 60 seconds. Just pick whatever 60 seconds from that song you think will most give you the best performance. Okay. Yeah. All right, man.
All right, man.
Mate, I'm already looking forward to it. This is going to be amazing.
That was the Do You Know Better? Do You Know Better quiz, and clearly Calum knows Drew better.
Yeah, I think it's just.
If only you got the birthday right, that would have helped you.
I've just got a better long-term memory. My short-term memory is awful, but my long-term memory is actually really good. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave it there. We've actually gone way over, so that's quite long.
I could tell. That's why I was trying to speed it up.
That was a super long Pandora's box, but it was really fun actually.
We had that weird SOS in the middle.
We did we had a random SOS. We learnt all about Imogen's ballet. A random little TikTok
language
thing. Yeah, we did loads of Latin quotes. That was quite fun. And then we finished off our friendship test, which was
our friendship. We're no longer friends.
We finished off our friendship. Forget. It will just be punctuated by that video within Drew in 60 seconds. He can through the medium of interpretive dance.
He can do lyrical.
Drew will basically tell the story of our friendship in 60 seconds.
You're not in Kansas anymore. You're on Pandora.
All right, man. Cool. All right. Cheers, everyone. We'll see you next week. Until then,
Bye-bye.
have a good one. You've been listening to Pandora's Box on AW Radio. If you don't already, go give us a follow on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, all that good stuff. TikTok. We'd really appreciate it. Give us a like, comment, subscribe. And until then, stay beautiful, everybody. We love you. Bye.